Happy Tuesday. Uh, well, as usual, we're getting off to a slow start and possible technical difficulties. So, oh, what was that? We are trying something new today. It's kind of exciting, but we'll see if it works. So you have to please bear with us. Hi, my name is Bernard Chang, professional comic book artist slash designer. Hopefully later on in the stream we'll be joined by some of our co-hosts, Chen, maybe Jerry Ma, although Jerry Ma I think might be out on another date or drinking binge tonight. Maybe he'll show up towards the end. And maybe surprise guest, my neighbor down the street, Mr. Chung. Who knows? It seems to be working. So right now we're co-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Hello. But I don't think anybody's watching on YouTube because I haven't really promoted it. But there's the link. Click on that. See how it goes. Hold on a sec. Can you guys hear me? Let me say hello. Let me do a quick roll call. Oops. Giving away the farm there today. Some exciting news too. I found my original tryout pages from when I was 19, 20 years old, right before I broke into the industry. And so we'll spend a little bit of time going over that. Today I think we're going to be drawing Joe from Gatchaman. Or Tomb Raider is the Battle of the Sketches thing, but I think we might do Joe the Condor from Gatchaman. What do you guys think? If you're new to the stream, there we go. See, always one or two things I forget to do. If you're new to the stream, here we do some drawings, sketches, live drawing. If you hang around till the end, usually give out the live drawing for the day to a lucky winner. In the background, you hear those are my two birds, Beavis and Butthead. Don't mind them. They are attention getters. Let me see. Hey, Lurky Lurk. Lurky Lurker, how you doing? Lurky Lurker from Canada. We have a very international group here. Master the Blaster, thank you for the sub. Prime sub. If you guys are on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you can use Amazon Prime to sub. All the sub support has been going towards mailing out the prizes. And prizes. We got some new prizes too, also. But thank you, Master the Blaster, for 3 months. So far, we are still in the red in terms of because we shipped a couple packets, Canada to Australia, India. But you know, it's all worth it at the end of the day. Mr. Joshua, good to see you. How you doing? Crispy Papa, greetings from Melbourne. Hope everything's going well out there. You guys seem to be handling the coronavirus fairly well. Hope you guys are out and about now. Kevin P. West, hubba hubba hubba. James Quo, good to see you, James. No voice? Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me. Right? Can everybody hear me? Okay, all right. Yeah, because I forgot to plug in the mic. All these different things. Right, Lurky Lurker. Maybe Drunk Jerry after dark, towards the end when he gets back. Could be a possibility. I got my fingers crossed. That was a blast last time. Jerry showed up with our buddy Brian Yang. Brian Yang was in town. Also, if you guys are in New York, Andrew Yang, Yang Gang. Not related to Brian. But yeah, click that YouTube link. So, you guys checking out that YouTube link? Make sure it works. Roy Batty, good to see you, Roy Batty. Long Wu finished the 26 sketches, the alphabet. And then he said the last two were, what, a number or hashtag? Well, let's get to it. Oh, Yojimbo. Title says 37. 57. How do I change that? How do I change that? Good catch there. What is a stream without technical difficulties? I mean, there's a slight amateurish feel to this. You'd figure after 57 streams, we'd get the hang of it, but now I need to find the window that has my restream on it. Today's our first day doing both. Oh, here it is. Am I able to change the title? Update titles. Let me see. Thank you. Good catch there. Sketch Fighters 57. Okay. I hope that works. Yes, it looks like it worked. Oh, technology. Science Ninja, Yojimbo's our moderator for today, so if anybody has any questions, he pretty much knows everything off the top of his head. Yojimbo was up early this morning. I saw him posting. We also have a Discord channel. Where is my Discord? Let me see. Okay. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off. I hope that doesn't do anything to affect the stream. Just switch to a landline. Here is the link to our Discord channel if you guys want to join. Lots of fun links, artwork. I also encourage everybody, if you want to participate and draw along. We also started a new initiative for the new year called hashtag Panel to Panels, where panel to panel, is it panels to just one panel singular, panel to panel, where we encourage everybody to tell your own comic book stories, one panel a week minimum. So we'll get there. Blues Boy, you want to see that jump shot? See if you got a chance at horse. Blues Boy, you don't want none of this. I mean, what are we playing for? There has to be some stakes. So I got today. We've already got 3 Gatchaman members drawn. We had Ryu, Junpei, and June, and today is Joe. So there's 3 characters with J. I don't know. Anybody know about Japanese names? Is that kind of typical? Like J is a very popular first letter. Yojimbo. So we got Joe and we got Ken, right? Or Jason. I mean, each of those characters have like 3 or 4 different names. So depends on the variation that you've seen them. Whether it's Gatchaman, Battle of the Planets, Science Ninja Team. When I was in Taiwan growing up, they were called the 科学小飞侠. 科学 being science. I don't know what 小飞侠. They think like little heroes or young heroes. Or maybe Ninja Team. I don't know. And must be present to win. Free domestic shipping to the 48 states. Well, I think 50 states, right? Hawaii and Alaska is still considered domestic shipping, right? Rules and conditions could change, but you have to be here to win. RN Ingrid, how are you doing? RN Ingrid is our resident RN nurse. If anybody during the stream has any kind of medical questions, throw it out while she's here. You know, like if you got a rash somewhere, like, I don't know, take a picture of it, put it on Discord. Maybe RN Ingrid can look at it, like WebMD, and be like, you need to see a doctor, dude. Also, RN Ingrid got the first shot of the vaccine. Very interested. I can't wait to get my vaccine. Looks like here in LA there are a few phases. I am in the last phase, which is supposedly mid-May. You know, you got to go through all the first responders, elderly people in work positions that, you know, have greater exposure. I'm just locked up here talking to you guys on stream. A very, very low chance of catching coronavirus. Although there might be a Twitch variant or YouTube variant. You will need your real name for shipping, Yojimbo. That's correct. The very first winner of the giveaway from this stream, his name, El Cabon. He's not here yet, I don't think. Let me get this out of the way because I know El Cabon, every time he comes on, he hates me saying this. But El Cabon won a Wolverine sketch. He was so excited, he gave me his, DM me his address, but he didn't DM me his real name. So I wrote on the package, El Cabon, El-Cabon, with his address, sent it out. Postmaster General Kevin Costner returned the package, stamped, no such person lives here. I don't know if El Cabon has beef with his local postman. Maybe he has a dog. I don't know. But it sat on my kitchen counter for like 4 months until I sent it back out. So if you win tonight's sketch, make sure you give me your full name along with your address. Otherwise, it might get sent back. I don't know why. I don't know why it got sent back. Again, I think it might have just been El Gabon. He might have just had some beef, you know, with his postman or woman, post person. The audio is a bit out of sync. Well, I'm trying out this new software that's allowing me to stream both on Twitch simultaneously and YouTube. It seems like it's working, but maybe there is a lag. It seems like there's a slight lag. Well, it didn't change the YouTube title. It still says 37. Okay. I mean, that would be awesome. Drunk Jerry shows up, 9th inning, it's like a drunk Mariano Rivera comes in, closes out the game. That's what we need. By that time, you know, I'm kind of tired. Sean's kind of tired, and he really comes in with the energy, gets that home run, knocks it out of the park. That's what we really need. D. Rogers, good to see you. That's true. Drunk Jerry will call you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We had a winner last night who was not on. He called them. They were still asleep. So, no mercy. D. Rogers, Kevin P. West, how you doing? C. Jean, Bobby K. I think what I should do is I should give everybody here Jerry's number. You guys can call him at the end of the stream. Hey, Bobby K. Thank you for the sub. Sub for 2 months. Awesome. Thank you so much for the support, Bobby K. Hey, Bobby K. New York City will have you out partying every Monday like that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if anybody's chatting. On the YouTube. Okay. Final two were number and artist choice. Hey, Sean Chen is here. Sean Chen has to... Your kids in bed yet? Sean Chen's our co-host, Mr. Sean Chen. I think... Oh. Maybe he'll jump on Discord at some point. When he... after he puts the kids to sleep. I usually drop the kids off at the pool, but he puts his kids to sleep. I think that's two different things. C. Jean, good to see you, C. Jean. C. Jean, big winner last time. Or your Jimbo won last time. Won the June. Where's the June sketch? All right. This is our downtown LA backdrop. Let me switch it out to the... Let's go inside the dojo. We're inside the dojo now. Inside our Cobra Kai dojo. Why is Siri always coming on? Siri, turn yourself off. Okay. Has everybody seen season 3 yet? Can we talk about it? Or we still can't talk about it yet? I need to know. Let me do a quick poll. Can we talk about season 3? Yes or no? This is a quick 1-minute poll. You can use your bits or channel poops. Yes, one person, 3 persons have said yes. 3 to 1, no, 1 person has not seen it yet. I mean, it's been like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. 33 people say yes, 2 people say no. I mean, we're about 30 seconds left into this poll. I mean, I think we've given enough time for people to have seen all 10 episodes. Right now, I'm onto this Night Stalker documentary, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we got about 10 seconds left. It looks like the consensus is yes, we can start talking about Cobra Kai season 3. Yojimbo, have you seen it yet? I mean, Yojimbo, I don't want to ruin. Oh, look, Michael Velasquez is here. What's up, Mike? Okay. All right. Well, 173 to 5. That's a blowout. That's a blowout. Okay. Looks like we can talk about Cobra Kai season 3. All right. Sorry, Yojimbo, if you haven't seen it yet. I'm thinking about changing the backdrop, which is why I wanted to talk about it. You know, there's a couple options. We can change it to the Okinawa, what was that? Something green, forest green mall, or where they were fighting in that forest area. Or change it to the backyard of the Miyagi-Do. Or change it to the park. So maybe changing the location, changing it to the park. And then instead of Cobra Kai, maybe... Do we say Cobra Kai or do we go Eagle Fang? I mean, maybe that should be a poll. Do we stay Cobra Kai or do we go Eagle Fang? Or do we go Miyagi-Do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that Sean?
Do you hear me?
Sean, did you you find your quarter?
Yeah. Before you get on too far, I think
Huh?
you missed a couple of rates, so gotta acknowledge a few
Oh, we
people.
missed a couple of raids? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, who rated us? Oh, I'm still so far behind on the chat. Oh, Michael DiNicola. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for the raid again. Awesome. Dropping loads. Dropping loads. Damn, I got all this. Good thing green screen, because I got a fucking Cleveland Steamer on my chest from Michael DiNicola. Is he still here? Mike, you've been eating too much meat. I thought you were, like, going vegetarian.
Oh my god. That is so nasty.
A Cleveland Steamer. Who ever thought of a Cleveland Steamer? Can we talk about Cleveland Steamer? Is Long Wu here? George Vega, thanks for the raid. George Vega Art. I hope you guys are giving George Vega Art and Michael DiNicola a follow. Holy shit, Let's Do This is here. What? What? Let's Do This? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm really behind on the chat. I was taking my time because I was like, but yeah, man, Mike. Hey, I got my YouTube going up here. I see. I'm copying Michael. Wherever Michael goes, I'm like lurking in the bushes, and then like, okay, I'll go there, and then you know, that reminds me when I was I think when I was like 4 years old, I was at the mall, and I got separated from my mom. My mom was shopping with my aunt. And there was 2 times I got separated. Let me pull up Sean's avatar.
Goldboy says I'm kind of echoing.
Oh,
So, you know,
shit. Yeah, hold on.
more technical problems as
Okay.
usual.
I keep forgetting. What about now? Say something.
Hello, can you hear me? Is it nice and
Okay,
clear?
yeah, see. Every time I forget to turn off the computer speakers. And,
Hey, is Tommy Lee supposed to be on tonight?
oh no, is Tommy here?
I thought you was in your little ad thing. You put
Oh
up.
no, I just that was just Tommy from. Can you guys hear Sean? Damn, Michael
Yeah, I
dropped
think.
in with 62 people.
I know.
Nice. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
most of
didn't
our
know
most
that
of our
to go
followers are from
unacknowledged.
Michael's stream, huh?
Yeah, I just didn't want that to go unacknowledged because yeah, you
Oh
came in
yeah,
here and I think you're a little bit behind. So
I'm like really behind. I'm missing all this chat. Sorry about that, Michael, but thank you so much. Yeah, we follow. I try to copy whatever he does. If he starts doing something else, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna start doing that. If he starts going on OnlyFans, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's stream on OnlyFans. By the way, I have this set for like all ages. Did I just already break toss?
oh, with Cleveland Steamer.
Cleveland Steamer, OnlyFans.
Well, I don't know what that means. OnlyFans.
That's like a website for adults. It's like Twitch but for adults. I think. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I think. Honestly, I don't have an account on there. That Discord button's not showing up. But everybody can hear you. Okay, yes, they can. Sean's coming through fine. Okay.
Okay, so no Tommy. I thought you put up that he was gonna be on tonight.
No,
Doesn't
I
have to
didn't.
be
Well, I just said Tommy told me.
was here before.
Yeah, cause
Like
like
when the
that was the
convention says
footage.
like past guests include.
Right. And it was a funny footage where I was go full green screen on Tommy. So,
I see.
is that misleading advertising, Sean?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of advertise it in my stories as Tommy being here, but
Oh, you did?
yeah, but
Whoops.
no one sees that anyway. So don't worry.
Whoops. Well, okay, maybe Tommy will be. Let's see. Let's pull
Here
up
we go. I'm
Tommy.
gonna delete it. Okay. I'll
Okay,
delete
well,
it.
here's Tommy. No, that's fine. We'll just Tommy's head. Where's Tommy's head? Wow, looks like I have to re-upload a lot of these different links each time. I don't know why.
So no Jerry either tonight.
No Jerry tonight. Jerry is out.
And Jim is cooking dinner still.
Jim is cooking dinner still, yes. There's Tommy's head. Size that up a little bit.
Well, it's Tommy. You gotta make it real big.
There we go. All right, Tommy's here. What was I talking about? Oh, so, yeah, so I follow like Michael, right? And sometimes I go on, but I don't chat. I just lurk. But it reminds me of like 2 times when I was a kid. Once, I was like maybe 3. I was at a department store with my mom and my aunt, and I kind of wandered off. And what I was doing was I don't know if I should be saying this. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
say it.
maybe you might be able to associate. Maybe not. But I was like looking up the mannequin skirts. They have these mannequins, right? And I'd like look up the skirts, and then I'd hide, and I'd hide in the clothing racks, right? So like the shirts and the pants, whatever, I like hide in it, and then I like look up, and then I hide again. And I guess I was running around and having a good old time, and then I bumped my head on one of the hooks or something from the. So you can kind of see a scar. I forgot which side it's on.
Oh
Might be
wow,
on
you
the other
still have
side.
a scar from that?
Yeah, I scar. If I get a scratch or anything, I scar for life. So I think it's like right here. So, I bump my head because I'm like running around and like looking up, and then I'm running to the next display, hiding underneath the clothes, and then I look up, and then and all of a sudden like I'm like running around and I see like red. I'm like red. I see like red, like everything turns red, and
It's like in a movie. I
I
don't think you
like
see red in real life.
it was like everything turned red. Like it was like gushing blood. I didn't even know it, and then like I just remember like this lady that worked at the department store. She was like, she saw me. She was like, so imagine like a 3 or 4 year old kid uh, running around with like blood gushing out down his face in a department store. Yeah, it's kind of like out of a horror movie or something. Um, so that was my first time, right? I didn't tell anybody I was looking up the skirts. I think, well, I remember one of the, while I was doing it, there was a security guard, like an old man security guard, and he saw me doing it, and he was like, you know, disapproving of what I was doing. Um, and then the other time, I was in the 163rd Street Mall in Miami. I think it was a mall in the U.S. And so I was probably like 5. And because this is before we immigrated to the States, we came to the States for like a month or two to stay with some relatives. And I got separated from my mom again. Because I just like ran off. And I didn't know anybody, and I didn't speak English, right? So I'm in like, I'm in the U.S. I didn't speak any English. I only spoke Chinese, and I was looking around, like all of a sudden, like where's my mom? I'm like, I don't know. And then I saw like a security guard. So I saw a security guard. So like like a little bit down the hallway, in the department store in the mall, and so I just like lurked, like followed the security guard. Like I didn't go up to the security guard because I wouldn't know what to say to him, but I just knew like in my head, like if I stayed within like shouting distance of the security guard, I would probably be somewhat safe. So until finally, I guess like the security guard noticed that I was following him for like a few minutes, and then I got reunited with my mom. So I don't know. Has that ever happened to you, Sean?
I kind of got lost at the boardwalk before, but that was just only once. In general, you know, not that adventurous. So, yeah, no adventures for me.
Uh, I have like a little bit of a cough. Uh, hmm.
But speaking of mother and child reunion,
Yes.
do you know is it a Chinese dish or a Japanese dish with egg and chicken in it? And it was the basis for the song from Paul Simon.
Chicken and the egg?
Yeah, do you know that dish? I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, but it's called Mother and Child Reunion, translated. But it's because the egg and the chicken are, like a mother and child, and you put them together to make a dish.
Yeah.
And then Paul Simon made a song out of it.
Is it a delicious dish?
Yeah, I think so. I've had it before.
Does your Jimbo know?
Yeah, Yojimbo will look it up, I'm sure.
Oh, he doesn't have to look it up. I'm sure he
Oh,
knows.
yeah, he's Japanese. Okay, he's probably Japanese.
Original Laud. Let's do the holy shit. Did you talk to Let's Do This and tell him to come on? All we need now is low fat. Is low fat here too?
Low Fat he's permanently estranged.
Wildstorm SCCG was the big winner, but he was not here, so we had to no mercy him. Sean, have you seen us?
No, I was gonna start tonight. I'm
Oh,
probably gonna
Aurora's
watch a
here.
good bit of it in one day.
Aurora's here. Hello, Aurora. Aurora won last time, but she wasn't here.
No, yeah. You should ask her if she got that late night call
Yeah, did you get that
from
late night call
Jerry.
from Jerry? Or did he call the wrong person?
He was drunk.
Aurora, you had won the sketch last time, and but you weren't here. And then Jerry was trying to call you. Um, you had won this sketch of June. Sean,
And a Baby Yoda
I
too.
found my portfolio, Sean.
Oh, with the original
Yes.
Showtime
Let's
there?
let's
Okay,
let's take a
that'd
quick
be
look at
interesting.
that.
This is gonna be fascinating. Your very
Oh,
first work before you became professional.
yes. Actually, by the way, does anybody know anything about trading cards?
They're for nerds.
Trading cards, like these are Star Wars trading cards. I just found this. I have an unopened box. Star Wars Topps Widevision Clone Wars. So I had done some drawings for this series, sketch cards. So they sent me a box. I was wondering, should I give the box away to one person, or should I open the box and there's 24 packs in here and
And
give out
spread
the
them out.
packs? Yeah, spread it out. But like, what's
Is
more
this
valuable, right?
is
An
this
unopened
old
box.
or a new thing?
This is 2009. This
Okay,
came
so
out
it's hella
2000.
old.
Yeah. So 2009, copyright 2009, tops. I couldn't find this on eBay. I mean, I found individual packs. The individual packs were like $5-6, but I don't know if the unopened box is worth more or um, I don't know. Does anybody know here? I thought I'd ask people here. Uh, what would be a cooler? What would be a cooler? And Aurora, we also said we were gonna give you. Um, we were gonna give you
Baby Yoda?
a Baby Yoda. Yeah. Hey, Sean. I can't find my Post-its, but do you think it's okay if I show my old phone number on screen? Like, it's an old phone number.
There's an oh, your phone number's on there.
Yeah, because I used to write my name and phone number on every single sheet. Well, this one doesn't, but is that going to be an issue with doxing?
Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, if you're
I don't
just
think I've ever
watching,
seen.
hit that follow button. You never seen what?
This set of pages.
This is my JLA, Justice League, or Justice Society. Wait, what is this? What was the group? This was the
Oh, let's do
main.
this. Says a box is worth $100.
Oh yeah. Oh. What do you think? Let's do this. Should I give away? Is it better to give away the entire box unopened? It's still sealed, or spread the love and give away 24 different packs? I don't know. I will defer to Let's Do This. He seems to know about this stuff. Well, Sean, what do you think?
No,
Or
don't ask me.
I'll use some Post-its. Do you think it's okay to just to have my old phone number on?
You can't just cover it up or anything.
Yeah,
Or
okay, I'm covering it up.
okay.
So this is my original portfolio when I broke into comics. 20 years old. I think I started these pages when I was 19. And but I broke in when I was 20. It was the same year, 1992. It's probably before most people on the stream were even alive. 1992. So last time I showed the Captain America pages, which were the very first pages I had done. Actually, but those weren't finished either. This was like I don't know, 12, 16 pages of Justice, JLI, Justice League International. There you go. I solved my own question.
Where did you learn your perspective stuff?
I don't know. I've always drawn as a kid.
So this is an eyeball, isn't it? I mean, this is like perspective where you actually find out the eye line and the vanishing point and all that.
No, these are all eyeballed.
Oh, okay. Because
I mean, these are ruled, but there's eyeballed. I didn't draw the vanishing points, the horizon line. I didn't do any of that.
All right. So the fun fact is you don't use rulers today, right? I mean, that's
Very
you draw
rarely.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, I use rulers mainly for panel borders, but very rarely do I use rulers for when I'm drawing perspective. Now, sometimes maybe on the back of the board, because we draw on the back of the paper, I might use some rulers there to quickly draw some lines. But I try not to measure everything. I just eyeball it. Has a more organic feel. B-Dub. What's up, B-Dub? B-Dub says, mail me 24 separate packs. Blues Boy. Well, yeah, it's a lot of trips to the mailbox and, you know, so I don't know. Oh, let me do a poll. Let me do a quick poll then. Okay, we do a quick poll. Polls, if you're watching YouTube, you go to the Twitch stream, The Bernard Chang. Star Wars cards. 1 pack, 1 box, or 24 separate packs. I'll do a quick 1-minute poll. Right? Because they're widescreen cards, so they're like wider than normal. Let's see.
You got some crazy tangents in that close-up inset shot.
Which one? This
On
one?
the-
Oh
the
yeah,
back of his,
yeah.
back
This
of
one?
his head.
Yeah.
This is before you. So I guess it's not intuitive that you would know that. So someone has to tell you to avoid tangents. I
Yeah,
guess it's
this-
not something you would automatically know.
This is again. This is my portfolio. Why is my Siri keep coming on? This is my portfolio that got me work. But is there an earthquake? But obviously it's not ready to work. Oh, okay, 55%, 187 votes to 154 votes.
Wow, it's almost right down the middle.
I think we need a recount. 187 to 154. 187 for 1 box. I'm looking at it as a shipping cost thing. This thing's heavy. But I guess everyone just wants the 1 box. Wildstorm really wanted the 1 box. Because if it's just 24 packs, I can just throw each pack in an envelope and then be done with it, right? But then
Well,
that's
either way, you're not getting anything right for this. So maybe you should do a buy it now. Like someone make an offer and you can
that's
take
24 bucks, right? It's $1. Oh, how much is a stamp? 50 cents? 12 bucks. 12, 55. James Quo, thanks for the sub. I don't know. We'll revisit it. 12 packs of 2. You know, if I open it, then it loses its value, right? If I take off the plastic.
Just open the packs as well and give 1 to every single person on the stream.
Well, that's
Or-
another option. I mean,
Get
who
a lot
knows?
of those,
I've
those
seen
forever
cards.
stamps.
There are individual cards in this set that's like 100, 150 each. I've seen the individual cards which are like drawn by Star Wars artists or the animators, or like they might get one of my sketches too. but like the individual drawn cards are like upwards to 100, 150 each. But you know, the gamble is to buy the box. You might not get any. You might get one or two, but who
Is it
knows?
an original sketch card? So it's an
Yeah,
actual
yeah, yeah.
original.
Original sketch card. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
See, in that pack, there's got to be some of those.
yeah. So original sketch card plus autographed cards. I mean, I would like to open a pack just to be like, just to see what it looks like. I haven't even opened a pack yet. You
Well,
know.
even if you'd open it up, I mean, and find all the original drawing, like maybe you might find like a, I don't know, did Tommy Lee do one of those? He
I
does a
don't know.
lot of these Star
Maybe,
Wars stuff.
maybe I did like. I think I did like 30 or 50 of them. 30 of them.
Oh,
I remember I drew the same face, but then I changed the mouth, like, uh, eh, ah, but it's the same pose. Um, and then I did that for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 characters. So, like the Leia, the Obi-Wan, maybe the Yoda.
can you say what they paid you for each card?
I don't remember. It might have been like $1.
Yeah, I think back then they were paying $1, but then either they would give you an extra blank you can draw on your own and sell
Yeah.
on eBay for lots of
Mm-hmm.
money, or they give you a pack and then that's worth a lot. So they'll pay you just like kind of like with a little bit of collateral, a little credit.
Right. I think it was like maybe $1 or two. I don't think it was like $5. I think it was something cheap, like $1 or $2. I remember they gave me a couple blank sketch cards, and then they
Las Vegas
sent
is
me they sent me
1 in
this
7.
box. 1 in 7. Oh, there you go.
Man, I want to open it and just look at all the sketch cards to see like which
I know
ones they got
that
you
would
for
also
what
be kind
money.
of fun, right? It'd be like an opening. I mean,
Most of them, I think, like the ones where some guy did like a several hundred. That's like sometimes an artist is not working, and then there'll be like an Adam Hughes, but then he'll just do one or something.
yeah, it was. I mean, that was my one and only time I think I ever did sketch cards. Maybe one other time. I don't really recall. This was again 2009. So I don't recall doing a lot of sketch cards because they just didn't pay very well. Or at
Oh,
least they
Long
wouldn't
Wu
pay
found
me
one of
very
your
well.
cards.
Oh yeah, Long Wu, you got one of them?
I think he posted a link to it. It's Yoda with his mouth open in a strange way.
Oh, this one is the female. Yeah. Yeah, so I did like, I don't know, like a whole bunch of them. Actually, if somebody can pull up my DeviantArt page, I think I
Deviant.
had
What's that?
DeviantArt. Remember DeviantArt?
Are they still around?
That's
It's
the
like
precursor
it's
to,
the MySpace of art.
yeah, it's like precursor to Twitch. You know, there's Twitch drawing.
Well, there's Tumblr came after DeviantArt, and then Tumblr's gone, gone now. So
I mean, DeviantArt is still around, but I don't know who's
did
on
you
it.
draw Ahsoka Tano? Well, let's do this. That's a good point. Like if you drew that, it's worth a lot now.
It is? Who's a Sukatano?
You don't want some.
I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, it's
Well,
like
she's ultra hot now because she was in The Mandalorian, played by what's her name?
Ming Na
We know her
Wen.
with it. No, the other person you know.
Uh,
Damn,
Who
I know
else?
Rosario Dawson.
oh, Rosario Dawson. Oh yeah. So on
Buddy Rosario.
DeviantArt, here, let's look at this.
Yeah, maybe
I think I
someone has
did
to
more than
identify
I did more
Ahsoka
than
Tano for
30.
Bernard.
Hmm?
There's a fake nerd.
Yeah, you can tell. Like my thinking was like, it would be like an animation frame, right? So you get like one cell, like one frame, but then it would be like the whole motion would be like she's swinging the lightsaber. What do you call that?
What do you call that?
Lightsaber,
Lightsaber.
right?
Gee.
Here are the links. Yeah, well, I did a lot of them.
Yeah,
Let's
someone's
see,
gotta see.
520. I must have done
Look up a
4,
picture of Ahsoka
5.
Tano so you can tell us whether you did one, because I think she was in the Clone Wars a lot. So maybe
Yeah,
you did
so
draw
if she
Ahsoka
was in the
Tano.
Clone Wars, does she have those horns or what?
Yeah, like the stripy horns that come down the side of her
Yeah, I
face.
drew her. Yeah,
Oh, hey, well, hey, it's worth a lot.
Really?
Bust that thing open. She's all the rage because she appeared in The Mandalorian.
Ah. And Obi-Wan and C3. Man, I did a lot of these things. I must have done like 100 of them. Oh no.
100. Yeah, where was I?
Oh, I think I did 80 of them.
Wow, Ahsoka
Oh no,
Tano's getting
maybe.
her own spin. I thought it was Boba Fett was getting his own spin-off. So is Ahsoka getting a show also?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
This Worth Point link that who put up the Worth Point link? Long Wu. I don't see the price. So Yojimbo says they're paying between $3 and $6 per signature on a signed book. Yeah, well, if we did like signings for books, it was like a couple bucks per book. You know, you sign a box of books, and then they'd. There was no CGC back then, but it would come with like a letter of authenticity. Well, I don't know. It's up to you guys. Should we come up with a new? Maybe let it sink in, think about it a little bit, and then we'll do another poll. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, I wish you could see those, the actual drawings inside, but
Click on the link. You got a. I posted the links on the DeviantArt.
yeah, open the box on stream.
Oh,
and
let me
give away the
see.
contents.
Okay, I guess I can open it on. I guess I can open it on here. Right?
So we're also going to talk about your oldest portfolio piece.
Yes.
Okay. So this
should
is
do
still
that
not the
right now.
Showtime stuff, right? Because you did Showtime.
Well, I also found the Showtime stuff too.
So was
So
that after this?
yes, Showtime was after this.
'Cause I
These
remember the
pages I
Showtime
had
stuff
been
looked very
doing.
professional.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, that's Ahsoka. The first like half dozen are all Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah. So the ones on the left here. And then who's that with the hat? That's Princess Leia.
Not Princess Leia.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
And then there's the Windu Mace. So I did a Mace Windu. So I did a variation of is that Obi-Wan Kenobi on the left, and then he has a different he has a different reaction to the different people on the right, like a new character on the right. Yeah, so that girl with the weird looking head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
it's
money card right there.
like her arms change, but it's like a similar kind of torso, like she's swinging the lightsaber. So each one, like, there's a slight variation. It looks similar, but it's actually very different. But then I don't know if they could tell who drew what. I think on the back you had to write your name.
You signed it in the front, so
I signed that, but yeah, my signature though, you can't really. Sometimes you can't tell.
now who did those?
I don't know who did those other ones. This is another set. So here I did. I mean, I guess that's 5 of
Yep.
each character.
This reminds me of you used to sign your name with that Chinese chop where you dip it in the red ink and then print it like a stone print. And then we're doing the Valiant Signature series. I think we were to do like 1,000 or several thousand, and you were gonna do it. your chop on each one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think it lasted very long. I think after a few hours you gave up.
No, and also like that ink took a long time to dry. So it
Oh
was
yeah.
fucking up the other books because they were placing them on top, and then the ink would get on the back of the book, and then if they moved it, it would smear the ink on the front.
Yeah, a
So
1,000 signatures. I mean, it's just a number, but if you actually had to sign your name 1,000 times, by the end of it, it's something that takes a couple of days, and you look like visually shaken after the second day because it's tough. It's not easy to sign your name that many times.
see, this is another set here. See, if Tommy was here, he would be really like.
Tommy has a bunch of his stuff on display in the, I guess, Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
think Lucasfilm buys all the artwork.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why they do, but they buy it all up, and then they put it hang in the office. So if you go there on business, there's one person who's in charge of keeping a list, and then they ask you like, would you like to go see your artwork? And if you say yes, then they walk you through the building, and then you go into like some like accountant's office,
vault?
and then your piece. No, I mean it's on the wall. So there's like maybe some assistant doing like spreadsheets or something, and it's hanging on her
Oh.
wall. And you look at it, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember how it looks. I got a copy of it. Okay, let's move on.
As long as it's not in the bathroom, in the restroom.
It could be, yeah.
Could be. I always thought this girl with the two lightsabers was kind of cool, but I mean, who is that? I don't know that character. And then that's the
Actually, I
upper
don't know
left-hand
that.
corner is the one that you're talking about again, right? That's her with the. Isn't she like is she like part of the same species as the girl that was in the Jabba the Hutt harem? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With the two
You
horn
got me.
things from Return of the Jedi. Oh no, that's a different girl. This girl in the upper left hand is different than.
Oh, that's Ventress.
Okay. Than this girl that you're talking about. All right. Well, there it is. Where's the other?
So whoever wins that box or packs, they might get one of these.
This is another one. Yeah, there she is again. There she is. That's her, right?
It's great emotions on those faces.
See, this was like what I was thinking. I was saying like the same head pose, basically, head shape, and I would change like the expression. Right. Here, who's this guy? This old dude. He's like a bad guy, right? He would look like angry, disinterested, looking over his shoulder, looking down, and then looking right. Looking left and looking right. At least I didn't draw the same thing twice.
But what if you did, though? Does it really matter?
No, it didn't really matter, but I just didn't want to draw the same thing twice, but at least made it look a little different each time. But also I was trying to figure out how to be efficient to do a whole bunch of these cards because they didn't pay that much. Because if I were to draw every single card different, then that's like too much work. So I had life. I had to go out, drinking and dancing. So yeah, look at this girl. So she's looking to her right, looking to her left, eyes partially closed, looking to the right, looking to the left, and then looking up.
Are these all
Even-
just scanned together, or are they like uncut sheet?
I don't remember.
I don't think it's an uncut sheet because nothing spills over.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not completely even.
Right. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so I think it was individual cards. They just gave us, I think, a stack cards. Anyways, all right.
All right. You're an hour in. I don't know. I think we kind of ran
Oh
down the clock. So
shit.
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe we won't do a drawing tonight. Okay. What's more important, going through this old stuff or doing the drawing? I don't know. Do we want to do another poll? Oh, by the way, Sean, did you see these? Da da da. Beady 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 beady. What's up, Buck?
Oh yeah,
These metallic
I didn't know
stickers.
you were making those. Turn out really cool.
Yeah.
The tweaking, you know, it's really nice.
I gotta make more. I only made 50 of each for now. They're a little pricey. The Tweaky, beady 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 beady. What's up, Buck?
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
they're
That's a neat
stickers.
effect.
So I'm gonna try another also because I wasn't sure about the quality, but I'm gonna try another vendor. I just found another vendor. Now I have all these ads for stickers on my Instagram feed. Oh, Jay Dang's here. Voldendor is Vaer here? Only Voldendor? Did Voldendor defeat Vaer? Count Dooku, that's right, Count Dooku. Okay. So these were pages, these were the actual pages that I showed to get work. This was the bulk
Nice.
of the portfolio.
Super ambitious, that first panel.
This one here with the Times Square, New Year's Eve, or some
Yeah, it's a
kind of
little
event.
old school with the super wide panel borders.
Yeah, the gutters are super thick. Nowadays, I don't even have gutter space. I just use a thick, you know. Very rare do I have gutter space. So here is Guy Gardner, and this is Fire. But then also like the people in the background, I draw my friends in there. That's my buddy Gonzalo. That's Umberto. I think that's me. Yeah, I think that's New Year's Eve because it's 11:45. Guy
What
Gardner
do you feel
gets.
about, when you X out the black areas? I know that that's a professional shorthand. So, what would you recommend if someone was showing pages? Should they
Oh,
actually
up
just
here?
fill it all in?
Yeah, I think they should fill it all in. This is trying to look like you're professional, but you're not. Because I
Like
mean,
you're trying to communicate to your inker.
right? Because there's no inker. So you're trying to look professional, but really, I mean, who are you? Who are you kidding, right? And it should have been like maybe BWS, right? I did put with snow, black with snow. But if you're tryout pages, you should just kind of lightly fill it in. It's not that, it's not that hard.
And
But
would you
like,
recommend people break the panel borders or?
not here. No, this is a tangent. This is I like too much of the hand gestures. I used to like this hand gesture a lot, where the middle and the fourth finger were connected. I used to like drawing this hand.
That's cool.
Yeah. But this is something that could have been resolved in the layout because A, there's all this negative space here behind him. B, there's all this space here. Could have really just shifted everything down, or also resized it so that the hand fits right in. But
I
that's
think in general, if you're gonna break the panel border, really break it wide open. Try to avoid having like one or two fingers out.
yeah. This is a
Because
waste.
it doesn't look very purposeful. So make it look purposeful. But the question is whether you should have that at all in sample pages. And I think that you should. Well, I mean, it's all individual taste, but I think the conventional wisdom is like if you don't know what you're doing, then play it safe and keep it all contained within the panel border. But that also tells the editor that you can't do it. So you might as well try. So,
I think if you
but
do it
there's
once or twice, it's okay. But
yeah,
if you're doing it on scenes that require it. But if you're doing it on a talk scene where they're just really like, they might be arguing, but it's a talk scene. And you're doing it, the thinking is, as a young artist or amateur, you're thinking like, oh, this scene is so boring. I'm going to visually make it interesting by doing this exciting stuff. well, that kind of goes counter to the story. And it's a very amateur move. So, I think it depends on the. I'll show after this. I have a Wolverine, 2-page Wolverine story, and there was one place where I did break it, but then the rest I think was all contained inside. So, and then also you see like things like this. I'm not leaving a lot of room for word balloons,
Oh yeah, that's right.
right?
There's no.
I mean, these guys
Yeah.
technically would be covered. So that's another flaw in some of this is like I'm covering up the full space and I'm not really thinking, I'm only thinking individual panels, not necessarily a whole composition on the page. But I'm also forgetting about like word balloons, where
Yeah, I
that's going to
think
go.
100% of the people who are evaluating this page are gonna hold that against you
Right.
because it does matter. And that's one of the things. It's one of the easiest things they look for. Like if they can't evaluate art very well, they're gonna lean back on some things that are very obvious that everyone knows, and that's one of them. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hire you because no word balloons can fit here because maybe they can't evaluate your drawing very well because they just don't have any taste, so they'll just strike the.
There are certain red flags that editors or even pros will look for right off the bat, and not leaving enough room for word balloons, tangents, breaking the panels. Those are all very initial red flags that jump out right away because they're very blatant. I did
Can
like
you
this
point out a
scene here.
tangent for someone? Like
Hmm?
if there is a tangent, can you like just in case
Tangent is
people.
like if you have something that's like the back of his head like hits the panel border. The front of his face here, the goggle, maybe his forehead, like hits right. You know, this would have been an easy fix where in the layout stage before I went to the finished pencils. It could have just been a readjusting, resizing. I could have tilted his head. Or moreover, there's no reason why the panel can't stop here, and it gives the goggle a little bit of room to breathe. Right. Um, a tangent here would be this elbow. This elbow, the point of the elbow hits right at the edge of the panel. I could have easily just made the elbow come in or lifted his arm up a little bit more. But as an amateur, I didn't see that. And I get too caught into some of the, if I remember correctly, is that I've drawn the face and I really like the face. And I've drawn the chest and I really like the chest. And then I see this and I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't got time to like change it. So I just leave it. No one will notice. Okay, I'm just rendering to make it, like look over here. Don't look over here. But as a pro or an editor, they're going to see all this stuff.
So Golf Boy Sunday asks, like, did these pages get you work?
Yes, these are the pages that got me work.
Okay, so even with all those problems, I mean, I guess the draftsmanship was still strong enough.
Yeah, these are. I think these pages and the Wolverine and Showtime page got me work.
Wow, look at the size of that gutter. So work from where? Is that Milestone, Valiant, or
Valiant.
DC?
This is
Okay.
these are the pages that Bob Layton looked at and hired me from.
Oh,
So,
cool.
and I think I had done initially. I had done the Captain America story. I had done the 2 pages of the Spider-Man story. That was what I initially showed at a New York Comic-Con. That didn't get me work. John Paul had done Captain America pages as well, and that did get him work on RoboCop for Dark Horse. And then I went to work on these JLI, Justice League International pages, along with the 4 other pages of my own. And then that summer we went to San Diego Comic-Con and landed our first gig. So
Cool. Wow, look at the size of those gutters, though.
they're huge. Yeah, I don't think this is a sign of the times, but I
Yeah.
really like this panel here where the first panel we don't see Guy Gardner, all of him. But this panel in conjunction with the next panel, I probably would have done it very differently right now because he's the same size pretty much, right? So it's a little bit of a boring transition. Even though Blue Beetle is different size, Guy Gardner is still the same size, right next to each other. What I like about it is that at least there's an initial attempt to create foreground, midground, background, or
Yeah.
move figures. Again, here there's another perhaps tangent of the hand. I'm trying to get some acting in the hand.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's one thing I noticed. Like I think editors will kind of look at the hands and they can see that you're using the hands to kind of do a lot of acting and personality in it. Whereas a lot of people try to hide the hands. So this is
yeah.
the exact opposite.
And here we go again too. This is with the this I used to do this hand a lot. I don't know why.
What the-
Uh, you get
It's
used to
cool
drawing
though.
certain things. Did
I
you
think
ever
when
do
you
this hand?
outline, yeah, see, when you draw an outline around an entire figure, it looks like a cardboard cutout, like those cardboard standees at the movie theater. So whenever you do something where you leave out a line, so where his fingers come together and the line disappears, that whole hand is injected with volume. So I
Yeah.
think that's the appeal of it.
Yeah, just to draw that one small little divot, like this portion, but to not draw this. Like
Yeah.
I remember Martian Manhunter was somewhat difficult to draw because of the exaggerated forehead. Um, you don't really get to draw that feature a lot in characters, especially when you're first starting out. You're used to drawing, hot chicks and dudes. So, um, again, here I tried playing up a lot of the scene, get a lot of acting going on. Guy Gardner is kind of winking, has his hand on Blue Beetle's face. Blue Beetle's like, oh, whatever. And then, they fly off. Again, trying to get foreground, midground, background elements in. Um, Pulling back, here I did the X's. This should have been. Another thing, too, is as starting out, an advice that I got was, fill that in with pencil. That way you can actually see how impactful a panel or a page might be filled with blacks, filled with inks. Um, for us right now, looking at it, it's kind of open, right? It's just X's. It's not, you don't get the full impact of if the whole silhouette of the skyline, how that looks in context to this panel, but also to the whole page, where your eye goes. When you have a large mass of area that's all inked in, it does either draw your eye to it or pulls your eye to the other parts.
Seriously, that's where you would want to place the moon.
And that's another tangent right there. I think we should we should play a game. You got to take a shot for every. I got to take a shot for every tangent.
So this is, I mean, did someone have to tell you? I think that most artists don't know about the tangent intuitively until you're told not to do it. Then you don't do it anymore. So it's an easy fix once you know, but
Yeah,
it's not something that you would do until you're told.
right. It's an easy fix once you know. I think This was one of the comments I remember that there's like certain tangents here and there. Um, Consistency with the faces, of course. But yeah, I mean, let me get rid of Tommy because he's covering up a lot of the screen.
His big head, so full of himself.
Here we go. So, and then this last one was a bleed. Well, here when it's a bleed panel, not understanding really the dynamics of it, like where does her head stop, right? Because there's a gutter space here. Where's the colorist going to stop? Where's the inker going to stop? I kind of just left that ambiguous, and you want to be as
I still do that. I mean, how do you know when? Especially when it becomes like energy effects or hair. Like, how do you know when to stop it?
yeah. I mean, I could have drawn a line here, but then here's the other part: is like because the art is touching both panels, your eye could go from here to here, and there's a gutter space, right? There's a negative white space here, so your eye tends to flow once it's colored from here to here, not the natural progression from here to here. So that's another thing to watch out for. But obviously, I got into this rendering of the face. I really like the nose. And then the reveal of the full-page splash. I got my hands on some DC paper as well. You can see the DC paper.
Wow. Hey, I recognize. I think we see a lot of sample pages, and this story gets drawn a lot.
Does it? I've never seen this
Yeah.
before.
I've seen this before. I think I drew this before. Not
Oh,
very
you
well,
did?
but I drew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you find those sample pages? Let's compare.
Yeah. No, after I do the artwork, I don't like it after a couple of years. So
Oh, this
destroy
is
all
hard.
evidence.
Yeah, but this is horrible, man. I mean, I'm showing this. I'm showing all my warts. But so like I think the story was that there's like a fairground or like a fair, like a county fair thing shows up in the middle of Grand Central Park in New York City. Right.
Man, that's a tall order for sample pages. I mean, they're not giving you any soft pitches here. That's a difficult thing to draw for someone who's new.
Yeah, and this was a team page. There's a cityscape. There's a lot of details in it. People are
99%
flying.
of people would fail at doing this.
Well, I would consider this. Well, I don't know. I would consider this a fail, but this got me work. So.
Those are great figures on the bottom from behind.
I think, yeah.
Probably
I mean,
would-
again, my favorite character to draw in this whole sequence was, or this whole story was, Guy Gardner. Because I started reading some of the JLI books with, who was the artist? McGuire?
Kevin
McGuire, yeah. And he infused a lot of character in these guys. A lot of acting, character acting. So I really got into Guy Gardner because he's always like a jerk or something, right? Very colorful.
Yeah, he was always very known for his acting and personality stuff.
So the perspective too is axometric. Axometric being what's
doesn't
axometric?
recede.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Isometric?
Yeah, it's like a diagram. It's not a real perspective, right? Even this building here in the foreground is at a different perspective than these buildings here in the background. And like this line for the park going here, it's like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just like filling it in. Okay, this will get figured out, but you can see I'm fudging it.
Though.
I'm fudging it. I have some pine trees down here, but then the whole area is like mysteriously been cleared. Next page, our JLI members land. Again, here's some character acting. Blue Beetles, like whatever. Yeah.
I think it's getting better as the pages go on, which means like your learning curve is basically you improve exponentially early on, so you can see them get better as you get on, like from one page to the other.
Yeah, I think hopefully by towards the end there's like at least some improvement. I mean, you can, because you're working sequentially, right? Page 1, page 2, page 3. Now as a pro, sometimes you're jumping around. So you're not so beholden to, you have to start on page 1 and finish on page 20. Sometimes I'm jumping around and I might get, page 20 done midway through the book and then jump back through. Also sometimes because you got to figure out some stuff later on. But
Pretty
again,
ambitious. You go for a down shot for just the talking head scene, which is cool.
yeah, but there's no room for word balloons, right? There's almost no word for word balloons. So that's another flaw again. Here, like the police car, I purposely drew the rear tire turning, because I thought, oh, this is like, I also like the policeman has like a spacesuit. I don't know why, but like every now and then with these like, oh, I thought it'd be really cool if the policeman had like this space gun and this space helmet, like, why? Um, uh, but like back then, the technology just started coming out where the tires for the cars, they said, oh, you know, the rear tire, if the rear tire turns, the car can go in a 360 or something. So Space Force, right, Roy
Yeah.
Batty.
I
Four
think that's
wheel
kind of a
steering.
questionable decision because
Yeah.
I think most people looking at it won't know what you're doing, and then it just looks like you don't know perspective.
Right. It's like, oh, is that the front of the car? Or is that the back of the car? Right. You know. So I probably would have been better off if I just drew a regular police car instead of trying to get all designery. Um, you know, here's like a crowd scene, a group scene. Uh, again, not a lot of room for word balloons.
That's a great shot, though.
Which one? This one or
Well, that middle one, the
oh, this
backgrounds are
middle one?
great.
Yeah.
I think I mean you use photo reference for the fairground.
Mm, yeah, probably. I mean, I probably looked up fairground. I mean, this was also
Yeah,
back before the internet. So
yeah. Well,
get
and
back.
before the internet, we use stock photo catalogs a lot.
Magazines, yeah. So we had to go to
Yeah,
the library, dig
yeah,
through
the photo library.
magazines or
Yeah,
books, and then Xerox them. You know, 10 cents a copy. Sometimes the first few would come out like all black because the settings, the settings were off. So and they're color photos, so you had to readjust. So you're paying maybe 20 cents, 30 cents at an actual Xerox. Um, And then, so you would spend like an hour, at least an hour or two in the library pulling up reference, maybe even more.
I
And
think
then,
Longwood. Oh, I mean, Longwood asked about the logo on the police car is reversed. I think it's kind of well understood that a lot of times when you get writing on the car, it's in reverse because you
yeah,
see it in your rearview mirror.
right.
Yeah, I think that I think most editors will understand that you're not dyslexic. That's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think like in the army and the police, it's always reversed, right? Because you see it in the review mirror.
Yeah, ambulance often written in reverse.
Um, but yeah, so you had to spend like a couple hours in the library pulling up all this reference. Then you can go back. I'd go back to the dorm and draw. Um, whereas now I have my computer here and I can just pull up Google image search or whatever,
You can find
Instagram.
anything.
Yeah.
Find
So
anything.
there's no excuses nowadays. And then it also led to like being hoarders, because then I would like get magazine subscriptions and I would save all the magazines, thinking that, oh, I might need this picture later on.
Yeah,
I
they
might
used to
need this
call it
picture of a car.
a morgue file. I think is what they used to call it.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, I
Some
collect.
old artists still have morgue files. It's ridiculous.
I still have morgue files. uh,
Why?
I don't. Well, I gotta get around to throwing them out. But like I go to car, if I walk past a car dealership, you know, I showed the Wildstorm Wildcats pages last time. You know, that had a Taurus and a Mustang. I remember now that I was near. I walked past a Ford dealership, and I went in and grabbed a couple brochures. So they had, you know, the stock images of the cars that I could use. Um,
Oh wow.
anyways, this is
Old
you know,
days.
very cartoony kind of face. Um, I always like this Blue Beetle face. I remember this face where he's kind of like. But again, there's a lot of inconsistencies.
I think like Todd McFarlane was big back then, and that's how he drew a lot of those. Like we will draw like gangsters from Central Casting, and they have like different face shapes, like triangle head guy and a round head guy. Yeah, that's a nice page there.
This one was also, I think, one of the pages that was. You can see now we're like what, 5 pages in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th page. Getting a little bit more progressive.
It's really packed. Like one thing I noticed though, I think
Did you
these
hear that?
days, you have a lot of these medium shots with lots of crowds in it. I think to give your eye a rest these days, you would make use of the black silhouette or the white silhouette, or like, you know, something like without backgrounds, but different types of treatment. So, you know, like the black silhouette where it's all just like a lineup, it becomes a diagram, but that allows you to go, you know, to dive deep into the rendering on the next panel. But with this one, it's like rendering on every single panel, kind of like the same type of rendering. And so I think I see your work now. It's it's evolved quite a bit. So I think definitely like the black silhouette or the panel with no background or a panel with no panel border would help a lot.
Yeah. And like, even though this is the first panel is a down shot, the figures are pretty much the same exact size. Martian Manhunter, Martian Manhunter, Martian Manhunter, Martian Manhunter. Pretty much the same exact size. So
Yeah, I guess the important thing there is like to vary the size of the figures, but particularly the size of the heads. I think people really key into the size of the head. So you should have one head the size of like a sesame seed on there somewhere, and then one like giant eye on another panel, just to get that as much variation as possible in the head size.
well, there's the Wally Woods 22 panels that always work.
Yeah,
So
you can really use that in this. I mean, any of those like 22 like gimmicks, those comic tropes would and it'll save you some time because you're rendering every single figure on every single panel and with full backgrounds. So sometimes you just need to know where everyone is in relationship to each other, and one of those simple black or white silhouettes would do. Yeah, like those. I mean, that would really break it up visually and give your eye a place to rest so that you can have like a fully rendered panel next time.
yeah, you can find this online. You can do a Google search for Wally Woods 22 panels that always work, or Wally Wood 22 panels. But I had this taped up next to my drawing table when I was working as a pro. Always referring back to this, you know, you got a big head, extreme close-up, back of the head, front of the head, profile. So you got 22 different variations of the same exact scene, drawn from 22 different perspectives. And this is extremely helpful. So I always like this page because of this vertical panel. Anyways, here I'm starting to at least get a little bit more variation. The group is arguing amongst each other. I've thrown in this guy in the background because I really like the space helmet for some reason. I think I was a big fan of Alien Legion. Anybody remember Alien Legion, that book? Make Havoc, thanks for the sub. 6 months. Sean, you were going to say something?
No, I'm just saying that's strange that you just put in like a space helmet. I think it's cool because it really shows off your strength, but it's kind of like out of place for a cop. And also, is that background effect? Is that like a Jim Cheung hatching type thing?
This
up
is
at
an
the top
early
right?
Jim Cheung. I think Jim Cheung bit. He must
Oh,
have
yeah,
seen these somewhere.
Yeah, and then now he does that everywhere.
Yeah. Where's my 25 cents, man? Every time he does it, I got to get 25 cents. But this was a...
Oh,
I think this is more
something
influence.
else too.
Hmm?
If anyone's doing sample pages, one of the easiest things to get right is just to rule straight panel borders. I can't believe like how many samples I get where the gutters are just all wonky because they don't measure, and drawing is really hard. And everything on that page is really hard, but there are some things that are easy to do. So at least get the easy things right, because it's
That's a
just
very good
it
point.
just looks more professional.
Here, this gutter is thinner than these two gutters, right? And I would say if I looked at this gutter in between these two panels should be the same size or same thickness or closer than this, because the time lapse between these two, right, should be faster than the time lapse between this. Does that make any sense?
Right. A lot of times, in order to encourage you to read across, like in Japanese comics, they'll make the panels that are in the same row smaller, but then in different tiers, the gutter is wider, just to keep you from reading downward.
Did Guy Gardner always have these big clunky boots, or was that something that I threw in?
You know, I I remember seeing. I think Kevin McGuire did it. It's kind of cool, like the moon boots.
Right. So they're walking away, and then small panel, them kind of really
Wow, you
small.
drew
on the
stuff
panel.
like on the posters on the wall.
Right. Let's see, what is
Dang.
this? Says, meet Justin, weakest man on earth. That's because I think at that time Justin was my RA. That was the guy that I smashed his alarm clock. Strongest man on earth. Siamese twins. Acrobats of China. The great Houdini magician. Houdini. He's laughing. Yeah, it's really
hard to
silly
draw that
stuff. Huh?
That's really hard to draw. Like I think even like today for me, the fact that it's so small and in perspective, and then they all have to be different and considered, that would just make me really tired. But I mean, you went for it. So
These are sample pages. You got to go for it in the sample pages. So at this point, the story is the three of them, because Martian Manhunter couldn't penetrate the force field, because he's Martian, I think. Guy Gardner, Blue Beetle, and Fire were able to go in. They're investigating, and then they split up, and they go into different
Fire's
parts.
rear end.
Yeah, so I'm a 20-year-old male, horny. So there was at Valiant a series that I did with Keith Giffen. It was bad babes with butts to die for, and every shot of the female character was just either the butt or breasts. Remember that one?
Yeah. And
That was
wasn't
in
there a tunnel
Punks.
of love in that too?
I don't know. Oh yes, there was.
Yeah.
I think there was. Harken back. So here we go. The group separates. Again, the breaking, I don't know if this is because of the Xerox was not great, but, this was a bleed, but it shouldn't have been a bleed. Here, Blue Beetle comes around the corner of Hot Dog Pretzels, and he sees the Tunnel of Love. Probably would have flipped this panel at this point. Maybe, in this case, have Blue Beetle on the left side of the panel, looking left to
You
right.
had strong thoughts about standing on the panel border.
Oh, you mean the foot on the panel border here?
Yeah, I mean, I see people do it a lot, but do you consider it a big no-no?
I consider it a big no-no. And that's also something learned from Bob Layton. The panel border is not like, you never see somebody standing on the bottom of a TV screen, a television set, right? So his philosophy is that the panel is always like the television screen. It's not a graphic element. It's you're looking through a window into this world. Once you turn it into a graphic, then you lose that suspension of disbelief. Is that right? Suspension of...
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was he drilled that in, that the panel should not be a graphic. It should be a window that you're looking through. So it's not that bad here, but it does get to the point where at some points, I don't know if I'm doing it in this sequence, but I'll speed up because we're almost, we're an hour, 40 minutes in. I don't know if we're going to do any drawing today. Here, and again, same size, right? I did like the sequence where he kind of jumps into the water, but then the boat turns on and he gets knocked into the boat, and now he has to go into the Tunnel of Love. Design-wise, probably would have pulled back a little bit more in this establishing shot to see the boat or see the water trail. Right here, we don't get that these two are the same. It's just the establishing aspect of the storytelling. Here, this is a left-right. I have some issues with left-right camera. He's kind of looking up. It was a very difficult angle to draw at the time. I couldn't figure it out. But you know, you always like to draw the chest and the this is sternus maximus, breastius, and the shoulderus with the whatever that is. Apparently, like, you know, they go. I think the story was they goes into the tunnel, and then he sees like an ex-girlfriend or something, like an ex-flame, sitting next to him in the boat, and then she starts making out with him, and then he looks up, and he sees this big muscle guy now, and the big muscle guy punches him out.
Oh, so this page has that kind of like a big taboo thing.
Yes.
So is it like 2 panels on the left side and the 1 big panel on the right?
This is a big no-no. This is a big no-no, because here you have the theory is left to right before up and down, left to right before up and down. So it's like a typewriter. I don't know if anybody knows what a typewriter is.
What the?
Does everybody know what a typewriter is? It's an old laptop, right? So you would type, and then as you get to the end of the line, it would hit return, and then you start back on the left side of the page again, and you type da-da-da-da-da, and then it hit return. So it's the same thing when you're reading. Left to right before up and down. So in this sequence it works because this is left to right before it's up and down. Here, right, if it's left to right before up and down, then your eye's going opposite direction and you're going back to the previous page. But here now it's up and down before left to right. So part of that is I try to be as simplistic with the storytelling as possible. It's a grammatical context, right? I look at storytelling as grammar, or panel layouts as grammar, how you construct a sentence or a paragraph. All of those things, if you remain consistent, then you can start playing with it. But if you're all over the map, you don't have like noun, verb, adjective, conjunctive, whatever, all mixed up, then it's very difficult to understand what the person is saying because you don't know what to read next. I don't know, Sean, how do you feel about that?
Would you say that you never do that? I mean, once in a while you
Sean's
kind of
still
have
there?
to. I'm here, right?
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
We might have lost Sean.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Well, Sean's saying something.
Oh, they can hear
How come
me.
I don't
I'm
hear
just
him?
gonna talk. I'm just saying, like, there is
You guys
cases
can
where you
hear
can
Sean.
lay it out that way. If that first panel, like if you want them to read down before they read across, you can have like a big
Alright,
motion,
let me
like something
maybe,
like punching downward, where the fist kind of leads you to it as an inset. So you kind of like
Hello?
circle the 2 panels together. Oh God, Bernard can't hear me.
Nope.
Yeah, you guys can hear me, and he can't. So.
Nope. AirPod battery. I'm still at 60%. Let me disconnect.
Hiya.
Oh, there you go. Okay. That was weird.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, that was weird.
I was just saying that there are some situations where you can make that layout work. Where, like, if the first top panel, you have someone like punching downward or kicking downward, you can lead their eye to that bottom one before they read across. And then there's also the idea of ganging those 2 vertical panels together. You know how you'd like outline them or something, or like you circle them,
Right. Yeah.
have a double border, and then the other one, you know, stands apart. So there's some things you can do, but in general, it's a bad idea. But sometimes, I mean, would you say you never do that anymore? Or
I would
you
never
still
do this. I would never do this.
Okay.
Unless my intent is to confuse the reader.
Okay.
which it could be a valid intent, right? If I am trying to make things confusing, then I'll break those rules. But otherwise, I would never do this. Ever. And the thing is, sometimes you get into a situation where it is very difficult, where you want the last panel to be the money shot, or the last panel has the biggest dramatic moment, right?
And that happens a lot.
And it's a vertical kind of shot that you want.
Yeah. So sometimes there's so many things leading you that way that there is some ways you can make it work. And I think you can, it's kind of like you do a cost benefit analysis and see whether it's worth it.
Right. For me, how I get around that is that I would make these two panels both vertical. So that this does, you can make this a vertical panel, and you can make this a vertical panel, and there's just two threads going up, so it's 1, 2, 3, 3 vertical panels. That's the only other way, right? Or I would take one of this, take this, and group it onto the next panel, or this would be a complete horizontal panel, and then these two would be adjacent vertical panels, right? Which would mean the compression of these three too, which is fine, because if this is where I want to tell the story on that page, then that's, you know, that's the sacrifice you have to make. But I really got caught up in the muscle, and again, same size.
Wow, look at that arm. That's great.
And then we cut to Fire. She's in Hall of Mirrors.
Oh, there's a lot of pages in this sample script. Don't you only need like 3 to 5?
Yeah, now I think you need like 4 to 5. Back then when we were shopping around, the saying was you need 8 pages, and I think this was like 16. So
wow,
I had done too many, but I pretty much did almost an entire issue.
Wow.
And then so here she's in a Hall of Mirrors. She's fighting reflections that are kind of coming to life. And then she breaks through a glass, and then all of these other people, I mean, these other reflections or versions of her are shooting at her, and she's like losing control of her powers. I like this face. I remember liking this face. But there's a lot of little things where, like here, the leg is in between the two panels. You know, where does your... Of course, the eye, the thinking was that, boom, she's shooting here, so you're going to go here. But the leg here is... that's a big no-no. Right. And then, because then it also creates this gap between these two panels. Where, again, because of the configuration, your eye is going to bleed from this all the way down to both. Which one do you read first? It's going to be a slight confusion. You know, and then the breaking of the panel here. You know, with this, with the foot being such a prominent image on the page, and then you go to this little elbow, it really detracts. This doesn't really have as much emphasis, and you got this whole face down on the corner that's like exploding. There's just a lot of stuff happening. You got to choose your battles. Even here, like none of the shards are coming out of the panel. It'd been nice to see some of the shards, because she's supposedly, I think, like going crazy and then running through mirrors. Right.
Do you want to talk about general rules when breaking the panel borders? I think you explained this to me very early on. Something in the foreground can break through the panel border, but you can't have someone's trailing foot come out and then have their hand be in. Now, it's kind of hard to explain, but like that elbow is coming out, which makes sense because it's the furthest forward, but you can't have her knee back there come out while her elbow stays in, because I mean, you kind of look at the panel border like it's a rectangular frame,
Yeah, it's like a
and with
window
you
frame,
driving through.
right?
Yeah,
So this is I had cut out a steering wheel for my city driving background. But imagine like this is imagine this is square, okay, rectangular, and if my hand is coming out of it, then okay, my hand can come out above it, but then my face, the rest of my face is behind it. Um, you know, my head shouldn't be popping out above it either because my head is behind the
right. Well,
structure
your
of the
head can
exterior of the
pop
panel.
out, but you can't. Your head can't pop out while your hand stays in. You know, because
Right.
your hand is the closest thing forward.
So the panel frame, the panel border is like a frame, a window frame or open canvas frame. And whatever's in front is in front, but whatever's in back has to stay behind. That way it creates a greater, I feel, a greater dynamic when something does pop out. It's as if it's popping out of the page. The two birds just flew up here, so who knows, we might be in for a treat today.
Wow, you almost did a whole issue for your sample pages.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, this was, I think I started this probably in March. No. January, February. January, February, and San Diego was August.
I think I would probably, I'm sure I would be looking for any reason to stop. Like if they said do 3, I would do 3 because doing more is more work. So
Well, it's more work, but you
it'd
get
probably
more experience.
yeah, for sure. But I think it would be so hard for me to just to get one page done. I will be looking for the minimum number that they need, and just thank God I don't have to do more. So,
Well, I remember this was one of my favorite panels here. He's in some kind of he's in the House of Horrors. It's like a castle, and he's fighting off these aliens. And I remember I like this pose because he's like kind of punching and he's like running in slow motion. But there are tangents here where, again, this alien dude is right on the edge. His shoulder pad just grazes the edge of the panel, which then really
not too
takes,
bad.
well, that takes away from the impact of him, falling or being kicked back. But I did like the perspective on the floor and the room.
Oh yeah, that's 3-point or 2-point, 3-point
It's like a
perspective.
3-point, yeah, 3-point. And then you got
Some uplighting.
this uplighting, but now he
Or
looks
the
he looks too old. He looks really old here. Whereas previously he looks kind of young and his face is kind of angular here and in previous pages. But here it's like round and old. And then you got, of course, this generic, superhero leaping at you or bad guy leaping at you pose, which I think we still
Rob
do.
Liefeld
Yeah,
with the speed lines.
speed lines trying to compensate. Again, this probably should have been flipped now, if you're thinking about it, because again, the action of the person is coming this way. Even though Guy Gardner's looking this way, it probably would have done it flipped now, where this guy's gonna come because he's gonna basically tackle.
Then again, the villain often attacks from the right side because if you think about it, like if you watch Lord of the Rings, when they're going to drop the ring in, they're constantly moving from screen left to screen right. So whenever they come upon some sort of evil threat, it attacks from the right to kind of subconsciously impede their forward movement. So that that a lot of times villains come from the right side in a comic.
There are for me, when I think about whether the action's moving starting from the left to the right or right to the left, it's the impact of the action or the force of the action. So here, because we read left to right, any action that goes counter to that has a much more bam, it's gonna hit, right? Any action that's going from this one, he's punching left to right, it feels more smoother because our eye starts from here and it goes to here. right?
Right.
Whereas,
So it's cause and effect. So on the left side you have the cause, and right side you have the effect. He's punching on the left side, and then he's falling right. So it works out time wise.
yes. Then we cut back. These last couple pages I'm going to cut through real quickly. These are the last pages that I did for this story. Martian Manhunter's outside. Dr. Fate comes flying in. Here I'm repeating some of the same sequences. I wanted to be a little bit more cinematic.
Did you ever see this finally printed? I mean, the the actual page.
What do you mean?
Well, these are all these stories are actually in production, so this might be a Kevin Maguire story.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
can actually,
Was it?
yeah. I'm sure
Yojimbo?
they were. I mean, they weren't written just for samples, so they're actually working scripts. So you can actually find this one somewhere, drawn by whoever.
I never thought. I always thought that this was a tryout script. Or like a discarded inventory story.
Yeah, well, that could be that too, but
I mean, back
so
then...
the idea that they would actually do work to for the newbies is kind of...
Well, the Captain
It was just
America was a
difficult.
tryout script, I think. I don't think it ever came out. I mean,
I
they had
mean, you can
submission
tell.
scripts, right?
You can tell a submission type story if it seems to try to hit certain bases, but a lot of times this seems like a very specific story. So
It's very long. It's very long. Um, but what was I going to get at? Oh, here's another tangent.
yeah, a lot of painful tangents.
Like, why? Why? You know? I like the helmet, but, like, why this?
Yeah, the idea behind the tangent is that when something touches the panel border, it draws your eye to it, and then you attempt to make some sort of reasoning for it. So you just assume like his head is holding up a line or something like that. So you try to avoid that because things that are in proximity to each other starts telling a story, and a story that's counter to the one that's being told. So
Yeah, this easily could have been resolved in the layout or rough pencil stage. But obviously, I just either didn't know about it, didn't care about it, or thought it looked cool to me. But at the end of the day,
I can see how it happens because you want the head to be as big as possible and fit in the panel. So when you start drawing it, you fit it in exactly, and that's responsible for almost all tangents. So you gotta just start thinking about the possibility of cropping the head, and that solves a lot of it. And then also the possibility of staying way inside.
this was also a difficult angle where his head is tilted up.
Yeah, you don't see those in sample pages that much.
But then here again, like I filled in a lot of the back. I think what a lot of the editors responded to was the amount of detail that I was putting into the work, into each panel. You know, the amount of backgrounds that I was throwing in. You're reaffirming that we're in New York City. We're also reaffirming that it's snow. This is snow. These are like footprints in the snow. You know, I basically didn't skimp out on all these little details. So, but again, this is same size figures, back to back. It's an easier solve because this can be solved right in this layout stage, right? When you see this, it's like, okay, well, let's pull in on this one a little bit more then, right? I like how it's a medium shot and then we go to a bird's eye shot looking down. But then let's pull in on this. We only need to see these three areas. We can go in like that. But actually, I thought this was a nice figure. Difficult shot. You know, I'm not trying to do the easy shots. I'm trying to push myself a little bit. I'll try to run through these faster. This is another action sequence with fire. She's escaping the Hall of Mirrors. All of her clones or mirror images are following her. Again, this is like something like, okay, probably should have given her a little bit more room up here. Um, she's twisting and turning, blasting. There's this knee again, right? Here she's like waving to the Maoishimen hunter and the police. It's like, hey, don't you see me? Help out. What's going on? But they can't see her for some reason.
Do you think that you're starting to get a little bit fatigued toward the end? Because I think some of your earlier pages were a little bit better.
Yeah, I definitely think that at this point, I've just done too much, and probably was rehashing some stuff. Again, I mean, the most I'd drawn was like 3 or 4 pages before this, sequentially. Here I'm going like 16. So it's a lot to handle for the first time. We'll get some other shots. Okay. All right. Next was the... I don't think there's going to be a drawing today. Yeah, give something else away. So Wolverine.
He's like, give away these originals.
These are just photocopies. I don't even find the originals. So the Wolverine, this was another script. I don't know, maybe this one might have been printed. Obviously, I'm very into this one singular pose of a female, like arched back, very stiff, very, I don't know, plasticky. It's like almost nude, basically. Wolverine is very casual.
You don't draw buildings like that anymore, right? Like, you're very against that. The crossword puzzle buildings.
These are, obviously you can tell I didn't do any referencing for the buildings. So it shows. It's very boring. It's very bland. Every window is flush. They're all about the same size. It's supposed to be New York City.
You free-handed that sunset, the circle.
Yep, sunset. And also, like, I mean, I don't think I did measuring lines. I mean, these bricks, I used a ruler on the door. But I didn't draw, like, my perspective lines. This was kind of eyeballed.
It's a lot of perspective, though. I mean, it's still very ambitious, that angle.
I got, like, 2 little pigeons down here. Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, yeah.
She's grabbing... Here's also a youth. This is youth talking here. She is putting a bottle of champagne into a... What is that?
Ice thing?
Ice bucket. But yet she's holding a wine glass. So... it was like 1920. I didn't drink that much back then. I didn't start really drinking until 24, 25, 26 when I moved out to LA. So aside for one New Year's Eve party where I, Jesse Berdinka got me blasted. But here's the thing where, again, youth, experience, not knowing a lot about life. She's, you don't put wine in an ice bucket if it is wine. If it's champagne, she should be holding probably a champagne flute, right? And it wouldn't be dark. Here, Wolverine's holding an empty glass. And this is more of like a wine glass than it is a champagne glass, too, also. All right, so, you draw resources, you draw from what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very Jim Lee.
It might have been.
It looks very Jim Lee inspired, yeah.
This is page 2. Here she comes to comfort. Here she is again with the hand. This hand. She's comforting Wolverine. He's looking out into the city. The moon or the sun has changed positions. It was behind him. Now it's in front of him. Okay. Well, that's global warming. That's another This is a very foreshadowing story here. This face, woof.
Yeah, kind of.
Yikes. I mean, he looked pretty cool here, but woof. You can tell I was trying to fit his eyeballs in, and it ran out of room. I was like, I gotta squeeze his eye in there. Yeah, I mean, her face too is like super flat. You know, I didn't know what I was doing with the rendering, with the lines on the face. It's rough. Sean, if next page I draw has a face like this, I have unconsciously absorbed
Yes.
this into my work. Now, this is a cool pose, right? He's like, get back, get back. What's up, Big Ray? That's a good... Big Ray should have drawn a solo cup. You're right. Some guy is tied up and thrown down. I have no idea. But these are also the Nike flight shoes. And then they turn around and they realize that inside their apartment are these 5 guys. I guess, if I remember correctly, when I was drawing this, I didn't have reference for who these characters were.
Oh, okay. They look like they're clay people.
Yeah, so I just drew the figures in, but I didn't know, either didn't have the book, or, you know, again, you can't go online, and the library didn't have comic books, so I couldn't go to the comic book store and buy the actual book. A, because I was a college student, I didn't have any money. B, they also wouldn't let you flip through the comic books to find out who was who. So if you didn't know the character, you're like screwed, right?
So in the panel above, Wolverine is resting his elbow on the railing, and in the panel below, he's resting on the panel border.
Yes, here, this is not good. Tangent. Right. Even this hand here, right? The pinky is like right on the edge. Not good. But, you know, and then at least I'm pulling in and out. Got a medium shot, close up, slightly pulled back, full body, foreground, midground, background.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Extreme close up. And then this is the only time I break the panel but, you know, again, he's breaking the panel, and this, oof, that's right at the edge, paper cut. That's at the edge of the paper. He probably should have been coming out this way as opposed to coming down, right? Because he jumps over this guy. And again, I'm just drawing the same figure. This is, yeah.
Wow, your radiating lines don't go back to one point. That's kind of strange.
No, they kind of go like, they go like, like they arch down. She's in a much more action pose, but still, it's like, this arm is like really weird. No feet. Don't draw a lot of feet. Not a lot of feet.
It's tough when you cut the feet off right at the panel border. I mean, you can cut it off like halfway between the knee and the feet, but then when you cut like at the ankles, it's kind of strange.
Yeah. But I got all the hair in. I got all the Wolverine hair in there. All right, and drum roll, please. So I did these. I did the Wolverine pages after the JLI pages, Justice League International pages. And then these are my original Showtime pages. I did these around or after the same time as the Wolverine pages. So this was the first.
This is like almost like a the same thing as the current one version. Right?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much almost the same angle. Same thing with the ball hitting the guy in the face. Let me see if I can pull up the...
Yeah, you should do like on the Instagram, like you put the year you drew this, and then the year you drew it, like you can see the improvement.
This is 1992. The other one was 2012. So how many years is that? 20 years? 20-year difference? I actually have the original right here. There we go. All right.
So the lesson here is, I mean, um, all that time in between these two pages, they're very similar. It's great because you have the same idea and it's still with you. I think that's great. It's an excellent comparison between the two. The idea is in between these two pages, there are legions and legions of books that you were forced to draw because this is how you make your living, and then you get better at it. So it just goes to show, like, force yourself to draw a lot, and then when you don't feel like drawing, draw like it's your job and you have to, and then you will get there too. When you become old farts like us, you'll be great. You'll be great, you know.
I almost feel like I should have improved more in the 20 years.
No, man, I think
There
I
was
see
a
it
lot of
vast.
there's a lot of energy in this initial one, right? But there's also a lot of flaws. Like the background, again, it's still very axiometric-y,
Well, twin
but
towers in the back.
the twin towers in the back, and the twin towers are at a different perspective than the buildings. I guess it could work, but here the secondary building back here, the water tower is misaligned. Um, but this was a closer version of the cage, West 4th Street park, and there's no net. It's more street ball. There's no net at the time. A lot of times allowed it.
Look at his flat top.
It had a flat top. Um, these shorts were very popular at the time. Um, I was
It's still
obviously
the
a
long
Nike
shorts
fan.
though.
I'm not. They're baggy, but they weren't like super long. Uh,
And is that how you draw black people back then? You just scribble all over and take all the white out of
well,
them.
no, this guy's darker than the other guys.
You know, obviously.
Um, and then,
Hey, Jerry's here.
oh, is Jerry? Jerry,
Yeah,
have you been
Mr.
out
Good Times has
drinking?
arrived.
Yeah,
He's gonna inject this stream with some energy now. I think people are going to fall asleep.
Jerry, this is the original Showtime, and actually, I had called it Broadside versus the Show. That was the original story. Broadside versus the Show. Broadside, I think, this being this bad guy. Broadside. This is 1992,
Wow.
Jerry. Jerry,
Wow.
Matthew Crosshair says Jerry better be drunk. Um, but yeah, a lot of different, much more rendering. This is the pencils in the back.
See how much cleaner. I think you got rid of all that innocuous hatching and the texture making that kind of makes everything look furry and messy. They kind of got rid of it all. Things
Right.
like slicker, streamlined.
I didn't know what I was doing. I thought if you throw more lines in there, it would make it look cooler. But
Well, I mean, I still do that. I mean,
You
I
live
throw
and learn.
lines in all over the place. So it's just, it's whether it's your style or not.
So the story moved a little bit faster in the first version. I only did 2 pages. Right.
That's
Obviously,
kind of nice.
the dunk was the winning of the game, and then here our hero, the Show, is like high-fiving his buddies. In the background, Broadside, the bad guy, is digging into his backpack or gym bag that's on the side. Went in through all the chain link fence.
It's cool. The chain link thing, like usually you would think like that's just too busy to put in there, but you can see how like those figures really pop because that chain link fence is so gray and dark.
Yeah.
So all the figures pop forward. So it was a good call there.
And then here, Broadside puts on his uniform, and this is the quintessential 1990s. What would you call this? The tension
sketchy
border. Yeah, sketchy border to create tension.
Yeah.
I like this shot. I remember this shot, overhead shot at the foul
It's
line.
very Sergio Topi, and that's the more of the Jim Cheung rendering that he stole from you.
Right, Jim Cheung. That's another 25 cents.
But
You
I
guys,
like how it makes the figures pop and the lines on the ground pop by filling the background with a different texture.
so this is a much different version of the villain, Broadside. This became more of a superhero fight than a superhero game. He had like a mace. Is this a mace or what is
Yeah.
this?
Great
Um,
poses.
I guess he had like some rockets or guns. And then here's Showtime dribbling between his legs, behind his back. He spins the ball. The ball starts forming onto his hand, and then they battle. He swings down the mace, just as
His
Showtime,
kid and play haircut.
right? And you know he looks different too. Like you see this guy here versus this guy here. Again, consistency in faces. You know. But this was 1992. I think this might have been. Actually, this might have been before the Wolverine. I think I
Is that
did the
Jerry?
Wolverine. Is Jerry here?
Is there room for one more, boys?
Someone order Chinese.
Jerry, is that you?
That is. Who else would it be? No. Jerry's gonna try to drag Jim Cheung into this room.
Should we give Jim a call?
I think you bothered him enough last time. Enough for a month.
Jerry, Aurora was here earlier.
Oh, she was?
She regrets not picking up on you. You want to call her again? See if she'll pick up this time.
I was like, what? I called her?
I ate too much for dinner tonight. That's actually why I couldn't get on the stream earlier.
You were taking a nap?
I tried to eat all my leftovers in my fridge, and I did it all at once, and I just passed out.
Brian's not there anymore?
No, thank God. I mean, no. It was great having Brian, and I miss him, but no, he's not here.
Oh. Did he come back to LA?
Yeah, he's in LA right now.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about going to New York in March for the launch of Children of the Atom.
Yeah, dude.
But
Hubba.
I gotta figure out the logistics. W
Did you see?
Redeem
Did you see
Hydrate.
yourself in your Boogie trailer?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're in the trailer?
I'm in the
Quite
trailer
ironic.
eating food.
That's cool. You're in the trailer. That's no small role.
Well, that's the only role I have. Is like I'm basically squatting there, and that's it.
Yeah, see, D. Rogers saw it.
I was a chef.
Movie star.
No speaking lines though, so I don't think I'm going to get a credit in IMDb.
What are you gonna do? I guess you have to like draw comics or something.
I'm going to have to draw this Showtime.
Let's not get greedy. I mean, you have a great career, so don't try to better deal yourself by being an actor.
So I think
Where the hell is Tommy Lee?
Yeah, I know. I guess Tommy Lee was.
did you think
not
he was going to
supposed to.
show up tonight?
I thought he was supposed to.
I guess it was misleading advertising then.
But did you think it was based on Bernard's story post or my story post?
I can't remember. I thought it said on the post that Tommy Lee was gonna be a guest on it.
Yeah, I wrote that, but I think I misunderstood Bernard.
Okay. So you're both liars.
I just posted up a clip from when he was here last time because I did the green screen on him. And I thought that was really funny because my mouth matched up with his.
That's very, very romantic. of
Wow,
Bernard.
Jerry is so chill today.
So full.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants you to be drunk. Like after you showed up last time drunk, they want you to be drunk every time.
You elevated the show. You were like the Mariano Rivera. We
I
were
think,
all like kind of
just so everyone
lagging.
knows here, after last week's amount of booze that I consumed with Ryan, I will be not drinking until March.
Wow. Well, there you have it.
Spoiled, thinks we got spoiled though.
Well, I don't think I got time to draw today. I'm already 2 hours 20 minutes in.
This is your normal time to start drawing.
Is it? Because then we're gonna go into. It's already 12 o'clock on the East Coast. I mean, I think maybe. What should I give away?
How many channel proofs to make Jerry drink?
Jerry, we're gonna have a. Oh, maybe we should do this next time. Did you see? Have you ever seen these, Jerry? These are my sample pages. Somebody just redeem Make Me Fart.
So, how similar is the story? I mean, some of the opening image is the same, but is it really the same, pretty much?
What, the Showtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much those two panels are the same. Right? Like he's
It's great that you had
hi-fiing.
this idea and you've kept it for so long.
He's hi-fiing his guys, and then he's hi-fiing his players. I extended the game, like that wasn't the game point where he dunked on the guy. The original version, he dunked on the guy, and that was the game point. But then they play for another point, and like this sequence will be released today or tomorrow, where he's like, "Oh, you don't know about me. You better watch out, sucker," and these nubs start
Better
coming
watch
out.
out. You better not pout.
I don't know if I
Better
like this
watch out. I'm
face.
telling
Hey,
you why.
Jerry, check out how he rendered the dark skinned guy in 1992.
This was acceptable in 1992.
Yeah, like when there's a black guy shows up, you just scribble all over his skin.
Oh, I thought that was like he was in shadow.
No, but he's very dark. He's very dark skinned. And like this guy is like medium tone.
Didn't like Charles Schultz do that with like that one character that's black? He would just put crosshatch all over him.
Who
Not
does that?
crosshatch,
Me?
hatching. There's one guy in Peanuts that Charles Schultz used
Oh,
to draw.
right.
Yeah,
I think that's where I was
forgot.
influenced.
and then
From
he would
Peanuts.
draw those diagonal lines all through him, like
Yep.
as if he was like dirty or something.
But Jerry would know
Oh, yeah,
these.
Franklin.
Jerry, these shorts were very popular in New York, right?
I don't know about that. I can't stop focusing on that Nauber.
On the what? This
The
guy?
Nauber, that number 3 is given the force.
Oh, this guy? Right. Again, this is another tangent. What we're gonna say is like looking back at old work, for every tangent we notice, you gotta take a shot.
Is that a tube steak sandwich or?
So
just
this
dunking the ball?
is another example of a tangent where like this guy's face is obviously right on his crotch. So
Really, like in theory, you should never do that, but in practice, when we draw pages, it still happens a lot, and then you just have to move on sometimes and forgive yourself. I mean, you can look at our current work, like you can look at Batman Beyond or the Chris Claremont thing. You'll see tangents, and it sounds like we're hypocrites, but we draw with so many elements, like so many figures, it's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
sometimes
Naubers
just
are
let
gonna
it go.
happen, guys.
Yes.
Which balls are getting dumped?
That's what we were missing in the stream. It was Jerry the whole time. There was no
Sorry,
laughing.
guys. I'm not even
was-
drunk.
There was zero laughing before you showed up.
Well, now I'm the only one laughing.
it was all serious. So I have kept, I think, the ball in the face, but you can tell the expression has changed a little bit. This guy looks like he's kind of drunk, like a drunk hobo. And his
That's cool.
nose.
You gotta post that on Instagram as a side by side.
So, anyways,
But yeah, I mean, the fact that you have the same story, like I would have stories, like when I was younger, like, oh, this is the most amazing thing. I'm gonna do this when I get older. I'm gonna draw this story, and then a couple years later, it gets replaced by something else. So I have like a dozens, like a rotating door full of stories that I never really go back to them because I kind of age out of them. But it seems like you've had this one right from the very start.
that's been brewing.
Oh man, who is that guy?
You guys see
That's
this?
Bernard. That's the Bernard I knew from day one at Valiant.
Where's
That's-
Aurora now? Let's
that's-
show her this.
That's my first headshot at Valiant.
Oh yeah,
They had us take headshots.
that hair.
There's a
Don't you
lot
have
of
to
hair.
send this to someone's sister on this stream?
Yeah, Golf Boy Sunday. What's up? Still owes me a picture. Come on, man. Come on, man. How many months has it been? 7? 6? It's
You
teasing
should
us.
post this side by side on Instagram too.
Well, look, if I move my head closer. Do I still look the same?
Yeah, you can get back to that. You could do it. Come on.
Yeah.
Your intermittent fasting.
What is all this up here? I don't know what that is. That seems to have moved down here. And there is some airbrushing in this. This is fairly smoothed out.
Now
But
you
I-
can just add a
I think I still have this berry right here. What is that, a beauty mark? And Jerry, can you tell where this shirt was from? This is from my favorite store at the time.
French Connection.
No. One more guess.
Money Exchange.
No. It's a store in a mall. Structure.
Structure.
Oh wow.
Structure, because they had the architecture theme to their design, to their logo. And, you know, it's
You were an
architecture major.
architect?
Yeah, so it's like structure. Yes, that's clothing for architects.
Look, D. Rogers being all nice. Trying
Do we want to do a
compliment
drawing or what? Or do we want to give away something? Do you want to give this away?
Oh, Bernard Chang headshot.
Oh, you're going to give away the headshot? Yeah, I'll give away the headshot. I'll sign it. All right, let's do a giveaway right now. Headshot.
Oh, did we ever decide what to do with that big
Yeah.
box of cards? though?
Jerry, do you want to, what should we do with this? Let's ask Yojimbo. Yojimbo's been the big winner. This is an unopened box of Star Wars Topps Wide Vision cards. Unopened
Is this the one
box.
that you did some sketch cards for?
I did some sketch
Yeah.
cards for, yeah. This is 2009. There's
There is a
24,
chance for someone to win one.
yeah, 24 packs, 7 cards per pack,
Wow.
right? So we can have 24 winners or like maybe 12 winners. You know, each winner gets 2 packs.
Say
Or
one winner.
one winner.
That's gonna be hell to
No
fulfill
mercy,
on your
no
part.
bigger,
I mean,
no home.
just
One
imagine
winner
how
gets
many-
this.
Well, I guess it's all letter size, so you can just put a regular stamp on it, so it's not a big deal if you break it up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I break it up, I just put it in a regular envelope. And how much is a stamp? 55 cents? So
168 winners.
or each card, you know, I mean, but like what's a stamp? 55, 60 cents? I don't know.
I think
Like-
if someone gets one pack, it's just not much of a win, you know. But if you get like a box of them, that's pretty sweet.
But a card in there can be worth like 100, 150 bucks. Because they got
You know,
sketch cards in
Bernard-
there.
He drew Ahsoka Tano in that card set, and then he has no idea who that character is or why she is significant now.
That's Rosario Dawson, right?
Yeah, it's like, see,
I
everyone
don't,
knows.
I don't know her real name. I remember seeing a drawing of it from before. So
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Doesn't have Disney Plus.
well, why don't you take a quick poll to see if people would prefer?
I
I
did take
think
a
he- yeah, he
I did
did
take a
that,
poll
yeah.
earlier, and they said they want to give out the whole box to one person.
Yeah, baby, I like this stream.
And then that person has to divvy it up to 168 other people.
Yeah, the cards for the individual cards are like a
Ronaldo
couple
says
$100 bucks.
No mercy, and I agree.
I think one winner is kind of greedy, right? W really says one winner. By the way, W greedy, hit that follow button down here if you haven't done so already.
W greedy? I mean,
W
really?
ready, W really, hit that follow button. What am I reading? W greedy? Oh,
James
see.
Cole's such a nice guy.
See, what do you think? Do we? Okay, I'm gonna do one more poll. Now that Jerry is here, one more poll. All right. I don't think we're gonna draw Joe today. I gotta pee too.
Did you see how many people left the stream when you said like, I don't think we're gonna draw today, and then
Really? A lot of people left?
a lot of doors slamming,
Oh, darn
a
it.
lot of peeling out.
We're also on YouTube today too.
Like, we're just looking at Bernard's headshot tonight.
You know what I should have done is like scan those pages in, and next time I can set up the digital and then redraw some of those pages.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Whole box. I'm gonna do this again. Whole box, or individual, or single packs.
But not single cards. That's
Okay.
not an option.
No. 2 minutes. Start. Okay, here we go. 2 minutes for this poll, and then I think that'll be it for today. I kind of want to do the Tomb Raider drawing too. Now single packs are winning.
You know,
Single packs
because
are winning.
I voted for single packs because after thinking about if you split it up by the pack, then everyone can be a winner.
Well, yeah, because like there's like 50 something people here.
Freaking communist.
Are there anybody on the YouTube channel? I don't know. I don't think anybody's well, there you go. TCC's on the YouTube channel.
Wait, this is double streaming right now.
Hey, do
Yeah.
do you get super chats on the YouTube? Can you set that up?
I can't monetize on YouTube yet,
Ka-ching,
but I need to get
ka-ching.
the subs up. If I get the subs up, then I can start monetizing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Bernard Cha-ching.
Cha-chang.
Chang.
Cha-ching.
Sean Chen.
Damn, man, I'm the only broke ass.
All right, we got about
Jerry Ma.
45 seconds left. It's still a close race. It's 57 to 43. It's a close race between whole box and single packs.
Lucky Liquor said YouTube actually is 3 viewers.
Yeah, YouTube is. We got 3 people on YouTube. Oh, and Volador. Volador is double viewing.
Oh, that's cool.
That
Humble
makes me
beginnings,
sad.
don't worry about it.
Why don't we give the whole box to somebody on YouTube?
You can't see the poll.
Make sure you guys go to YouTube and hit the subscribe so that we can bump that up.
Yes,
What's
get
the
this
YouTube
man
channel?
paid.
Right. Okay.
What's your YouTube handle? I don't even know.
Here, there we go. I just typed it
Do I
in.
have to register for it?
Okay. The poll is over. No, you just well, you got to sign into like a Google account or something, but then you can subscribe to it. It's free.
Hiya.
Single packs 57%, whole box 43%.
It's still very right down the middle, almost.
Yeah. Okay, we did two. It's 1-1. Do we do a third?
Orlando has been shunned.
Do we do a third poll? Or it's 1-1 now. Who do we go to break the poll? Let's go to the one YouTube guy.
I actually subscribed just now on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Hit that
And so
like
did-
button too.
You actually, a few people just did, you see?
Thank you.
I mean, does that make any sense? You just have the same people from this stream.
Well, they should subscribe on the other one too. Then it bumps it up. Then I get, right now, because it's like some numerical name for my channel. I think when you get to, I don't know how many, you can actually name the channel.
I think it should be the Cha-chang.
Anyways, all right, 24-pack wins. Who's voting for the whole box? Who wants who is voting for the whole box? Too bad I can't get a breakdown of the vote. Should we ask
The Russians
Yojimbo?
hacked it. The Russians hacked the poll.
If low fat is here, low fat gets to decide. Sean, what do you think? Jerry, what do you think? Should I open the box and give out each pack?
I think we were leaning towards that.
Okay. I mean, that's like more people get more stuff, right?
But are you spinning that wheel
Yeah,
over
you
and
can
over
spin
again?
the wheel 24 times. Is how to
Yeah, I'm gonna spin it probably more than 24.
Oh, I'm with D. Rogers. Thank you, D. Rogers.
D. Rogers redeemed. Talk like Snarf. So, Snarf, Snarf. Who wants to win 24 packs? I mean, you can also win more than one pack. Snarf. If it ends on you twice, you get 2 packs. Snarf,
I
Snarf.
think we need to add a talk like Vodador.
Oh, that's a new one. That's a good one. Yeah, up next stream, talk like Volendorf. Yeah. Talk like Volendorf and Snarf and beady 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 Volendorf. Tweaky. Have I ever talked like Tweaky Volendorf? Where's Tweaky head? Snarf. Where's the Tweaky head?
I
Snarf.
gotta say, this is one uninspired snarf, listening we're getting right now.
His
Sorry.
heart's just not in it today.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their good days and bad days, snarf included.
Here we go. Here's beady 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 Snarf.
And you're mixing them now.
The Snarf and the beady beady Tweaky helmet is in different perspectives. Here we go. There we go. Snarf. Beady 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 beady. Volendorf.
Vodador.
Oh, also there's a redeemed talk like Jim Cheung, but all right, let's stop talking like stuff. Let's get down to business. Am I gonna open this box or not?
Well, I mean, wasn't that what the poll was for?
We've done 2 polls. Each poll said opposite. We need a tiebreaker.
You know, it'd be really cool if you open up the packs until you find an original drawing, and we can critique it and actually like trash it with that.
Well,
Hopefully,
then
it's
that,
not some artist that we know.
yeah, 1,000 subs on YouTube to become monetized.
D. Rogers is saying you need help with sticker economics.
Sticker economics. These things right here. Ba-boom.
What's going on with the stickers?
Ba-boom.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, metallic too. Beady, beady,
Yeah,
beady,
but how about
beady.
that? If you open them up and then just give out the valuable cards.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah.
And then one person will get all the regular cards that no one wants.
Otherwise, you'd be like addressing like, 24 envelopes.
So I'd be opening up all the packs. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I gotta pee. You guys make the decision. When I get back from peeing,
What's
Have-
the choice here exactly?
okay, give away the whole box to one person.
I thought we just did a poll for that.
Okay,
Yeah, but it came up kind of equal.
give out individual packs to 24 packs, or
That's spinning the wheel 24 times.
open everything.
I'm not sticking around for that.
Open everything, and only give out the sketch cards, or the chase.
only
There's also
sketch cards?
autographed cards by the voice actors.
Yeah. Any cards that are really valuable, just pull them out and then those
Yeah,
away.
but isn't the fun part opening the pack?
That's why we're doing it on stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess.
Every time he leaves for the bathroom, a penis appears on his icon thing, on his avatar.
So, let me get this straight. This stream, the fun, quote unquote, fun part of this stream, I'm supposed to get down with watching Bernard open up packs of old Star Wars cards.
Yes. That's because he procrastinates so much. And
I'm with too woke to toke. Give me some more eggplant emojis. I don't. And Blues Boy, I don't think Bernard ever washes his hands.
Tiny hands.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh,
Yeah, his bathroom's on another floor.
that's right. He's got 2 bathrooms. Fucking fancy guy.
Yeah, I mean that place can be really like a hip loft, but it's so messy. And then since you were last there, you told me it was covered with bird poop, right?
There was kind of a lot of bird poop going on.
But to his credit, though, in his defense, bird poop is not like animal poop. There's no bile and there's no
Everybody
browns.
really wants me to drink.
You
I'm trying to
guys
not
are.
drink, boys.
Do you find it a lot that people just want you to be drunk, Jerry, all the time? Because that's kind of sad.
Um, you know, all kidding aside, like I just can't drink that much anymore because as I've gotten older. But I do think whenever I do go out, well, you know, there's like 3 or 4 of me and my buddies that I think everyone expects us to drink.
Yeah, well, it's fun, but I mean that's sort of like in a relationship when you prefer your partner to be drunk all the time. That's definitely dysfunctional.
All right, what did I miss?
Nothing. Oh,
What you
we-
missed was I'm still shocked that the fun part of the stream is watching open up old packs of Star Wars.
Well, that's what the kids like. That's what the kids like. So what did you guys decide? What are we doing?
I don't. I didn't think we
We
decided
decided
anything.
that I am supposed to be drinking while these packs.
Oh, well, what if you took a shot every time we got a chase card?
I gotta wake up super early tomorrow. I'm
Okay.
not gonna be
What if Sean took a shot? When
Yes, now we're talking.
unbox on
Die.
stream. Okay, let's unbox on stream. Open
Sean,
the
no one
packs,
will see
give
you
away
get
the good
red,
ones.
you know.
I think that's Master Blaster, Too Woke to Toke. Unbox on stream, and then open the packs and then give away the good ones.
I think that's a good idea.
Right? I'm
Curious to
opening
see
the
how many
box.
good ones you get.
Yeah, I'm opening the box. This is going to be another half an hour.
We'll do it quickly.
Okay.
It's getting late.
Yeah, we're trying to get these stream. Oh, now it's worth nothing. Bless you. Bless you. The big winner is going to get my headshot. I know you really want it. Half an hour if I'm lucky, yes. Ooh, there's like a poster in here. Okay, I give this away. Okay. All right. Box number 1. You know, unboxing is a lot of fun. Because
Oh, it's like an unboxing video.
it's like,
I feel like you're supposed to be wearing a bikini and you're supposed to have a great body.
well, I
If
don't
you
want,
have kids, you watch a lot of unboxing videos if you have kids.
you know. All right. Love the smell of.
There's no bubble gum?
No, man. Okay, what is this?
All right, give me
What am I
something
looking
good
for?
here. Show me the money.
Oh, this is
Show me the
Wants
money.
me to call people.
this is kind of transparent. Is this one good? Who knows about these cards?
Anything signed? Oh, it's yeah,
Nothing.
you can see through it.
15% savings. You think this still
You
works?
gotta hold the cards lower, Bernard.
Expires March 31st, 2010. You think they'll
Try
still?
it.
Dang.
Okay, I guess this one
Alright,
is like
so-
the coolest one because it's transparent, kind of. Right? I don't know.
You
All
gotta
the other
lower.
ones.
Yeah, lower.
All the other.
Lower, love. Lower.
Jerry's like, yeah,
Alright.
lower, lower, higher,
Next.
higher, higher, lower, lower.
Lower, love.
Lower.
Lower.
All right.
All right, I have a good feeling about this one.
All right.
Oh,
let's see.
what is that?
Weequay Pirates. Attack on Anakin. Unexpected Ally. Oh, this one's a hologram. I guess this is kind of a cool card.
Wah, wah. Oh, that is
Oh,
cool.
cool. Those lenticular cards.
Lenticular, there you go.
Lower, Bernard. Lower.
Is that your British accent?
You can't see the cards that you put at the top.
Why don't you can you text Courtney, tell her to come on? We need like a female presenter.
Like a Vanna White.
Yeah.
I don't want to text her.
Okay, all right.
Tester.
All right, let's see.
Oh, there's no sketch cards.
Commander Cody.
Shouldn't be like
This
1
one
in
seems like-
7.
I think 1 in 7 chase cards.
Oh,
Because it seems like in each pack there's like a special card, but
like
yeah.
a card.
yeah.
I'm glad you're hiding all the special cards from everyone.
See, look at all these
Oh.
4 people. Oh, okay, all right. These 4 people, like, if somebody would have won these, it would have been like I would have wasted the postage because they would have been like whatever. I don't know. So there might be less than awkward truce. I guess there's no more than one. Oh, we haven't even found a pack that has more than one special card.
Wah, wah.
There wasn't even a special card in this one. Was there a special card in this one?
They're all special cards.
I think we got chipped off on this pack.
Send that one to Jim Cheung.
There's nothing special about this one.
Send the unspecial pack to Jim Cheung.
Man, that pack didn't have anything in it. Oh.
I blame Jim Cheung.
Does anybody want all the regular cards? Oh, this is a checklist.
That's some.
Checklist.
You should send if you get multiple of the same card.
Uh-huh.
Send like if you get that same card 10 times, send all 10 cards to one person.
Oh, this Yoda. This Yoda is like a chromium Yoda.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, hubba hubba.
All right. Major disappointment so far. Beef skeleton. Jamie Odell.
You know, if we see one with art in it, we're gonna make fun of it. That way, if the artist sees us doing that, he'll know ahead of time that we're gonna do that anyway. So we're looking for bad things to say about it.
Oh, this one doesn't even have a chase card in it.
But that first card, that's a double. So someone's gonna win the same 2 cards.
This one? Oh, yeah, WK. Yeah, we already seen this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So send all the doubles to one guy.
I think I just sent everything to I'll send even the unopened package. I mean, the open packages to
Just
Steve.
send open packages to Jim
Yeah.
The wrappers. Send the
The
wrappers.
rappers. Someone gets the rappers. Oh, okay. How do you feel about this one, Sean? Sean is a very lucky person. He doesn't like mentioning of it, even the mentioning of his luck. Oh, here's another. Here's a holographic lenticular. All right.
It's kind of cool.
How much are the lenticulars worth? Anybody know? Motion cards are 1 in 8. Let's do this. Do you collect cards? We've missed Let's Do This. Good to have him back on stream.
How about this? Let's save the very last pack. Don't open the last pack.
Okay.
And send that last pack with all the doubles to one person.
Ah.
So specific.
Oh, here's General Grievous. I guess this is kind of like a chase card. No sketch cards. How many packs have we opened already? Got a lot of these 15% off ones.
Not enough doubles. I'm rooting for all doubles from now on. That Weequay card. I want 10 more of those Weequay cards.
I've never even seen an episode of Clone Wars. Ooh, here we go. This must be good. Look at this one. What is this character?
Ooh, that's your girl.
Hey, that's Ahsoka, isn't
Ahsoka?
it?
Yeah, Ahsoka.
Oh, so that one might be worth something.
Yeah,
A
maybe.
little something, something. Bernard's gonna keep that one. I know it.
It's gonna like magically like, oh, where is it? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know,
Did you get it? I
sir,
didn't get
won
it.
this one.
I don't remember.
Won this guy. Don't worry.
Star of Manda. She's the star? I thought Pascal.
Well, she's getting her own show.
Here you
Boba
go.
Fett.
Should I save this one too? This is a regular card, but has her on it.
Why don't you send that to the person that gets the special one?
Do you have a Rosario Dawson story? I mean, you
Me?
know her, right?
Oh, here's a kind of transparent. We had this one. We have two of these. Anakin and Padme. Yeah, two of
I remember
those.
we did like the same convention, and we're having an event, and we split an event with Rosario. Where
Right.
She was debuting a movie, and we were debuting a sketchbook.
Yeah.
And I had the bright idea of
God damn it,
Sitting
Jim
in.
Cheung is watching right now.
I had this idea of sitting in on her movie while she was showing it, and you're
Right.
like, "Why do you want to do that?" And I said, "Well, we should support each other." So we went to that movie and watched it for like an hour and a half or whatever. And
Yeah.
it was very experimental. And you had this like she was sitting behind us,
Right.
and you had this ability to sleep and not look like you're sleeping.
That's from architecture school. I can sit with my head positioned like this.
So she had no idea you slept with the thing.
But it,
I had no idea. You were sitting right next to me.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
but yeah, it was a pretty good movie, though.
it was very experimental. There was a like a
Lots of
10-minute
scenes.
rape scene in it.
Yeah, it was a male rape scene.
Yeah, but it was a guy getting raped for like 10 minutes.
Lurky lurker, I wish I could get Rosario Dawson on this stream.
She's hot.
I met her for like a hot second at San Diego Comic-Con one year.
Well, she's our Sean's Gus
Gus Vasquez's
cousin. Yeah,
She's like stunning in person. Actually.
she was dating Eric Andre at one point,
She could have been dating me. God damn it.
but she's dating Cory Booker now, right?
Yeah.
She missed out.
Yeah. She could have been on stream with us tonight.
Hey, see?
I know.
I think I'm about
Who's Cory Booker?
I'm about halfway in. Huh?
Who's Cory Booker?
He ran for president.
Oh, what do you think about Andrew Yang running for...
For
Mayor of New York.
mayor?
So, are you involved with that at all? I mean, you're like practically his like
He did the
his sort of-
campaign
his-
art.
Yeah, the campaign graphic designer, right?
I mean, no, you know, my friend Brian. That's why he was in New York. So he's doing a documentary on Andrew.
Oh, cool.
So Andrew, I just whatever, you know. It's not like we're on each other's speed dial or anything like that, but yeah, you know, he's pretty awesome. I think he's a really smart, hardworking guy. I hope he
I
actually-
met him at your booth.
Yeah, that's right.
Man,
I heard
no
people thought we were kidding by having him at Comic-Con.
was that low fat? Low fat?
Yeah.
Low fat didn't believe you were gonna have Andrew Yang at your booth. Oh, here's a lenticular. Here's a what's the character's name again?
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, she's a lenticular. I guess this is her ship.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Let's Do This will let you know how much that's worth.
Yeah, let's do this as our. Oh, I think we've had more than one of these weapons of malevolence. All right, we're like halfway through. What did Let's Do This say that was technically a hit card?
9 of 41.
Season preview? What was that?
I don't know this language. You speak.
Yeah.
Collective language.
What is was the other season preview? Oh, this
Just
one's
mention how much money everything.
this one's season 2 preview. This is a collector's card. I think there was another season preview in there. All
Are
right.
these like stills from the cartoon or something?
Yeah. Here's a.
Yeah. But
Oh,
no
battle
sketch
droids.
cards yet.
No sketch cards. Yeah. A little disappointed. This is a kind of a see-through card.
How many more packs you got?
Like 10. We're almost through. I'm gonna die from the
Like,
fumes.
each box guaranteed a sketch card.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, usually I think like they guarantee every box has. They do it by the box, so you'll hit upon it sooner or
Kind
later.
of like each stream should be guaranteed a Jim Chung appearance.
Ooh.
The cool thing about doing Star Wars sketch cards, like they don't pay much, but doesn't it allow you into like the Star Wars celebration? You become
Yeah,
like
so you can go. That's why I did it, I think, because the year
so that's the
before,
biggest reason.
or a couple years before, a year before, or a couple years before, Tommy was out for the Star Wars celebration that was here in the LA Convention Center, and so he was like, "Yeah, you got to do something with Star Wars, and then you can actually be an artist." So like Adam Hughes was here, Phil Noto, a bunch of guys, comics guys.
So it's like getting your SAG card. So now you're like in the club, and
Right.
then you're able to do your like ticket into the show to
Yes.
make lots of money. Or, you know.
I did one set of sketch cards for Star Wars, and I regretted like every second of it.
Are these season 2 previews worth anything? Should I keep them or throw them back with the commons? Here's Palpatine. Looks like a chromium or something.
Palpatine. He was a great character until the last movie.
Jim Chung just watching. God damn.
Which one?
He's
Let's
the
do
Westy
this. Which
Leather.
one did you want? Let's do this is like, I wouldn't mind that card. Meanwhile, it's like a $200 card.
Yeah, he's bluffing.
Oh, season 2
Season
preview.
2 preview.
All right, I'll keep the season 2 previews. I'll dig through them a little bit. Here, what about this one? Ahsoka's Big Mistake. Is that worth something? Anything with Ahsoka is worth something? Is that what you're saying? Here's another season 2 preview. I'll keep those in one pile for let's do this. Was Azaj Adventurous.
Oh, there's that bald-headed chick that you drew.
There it is. Azaj. I think this 2010. Was that still AOL? Don't toss the Mandalorian card. Which one's the Mandalorian?
Yeah, what?
The Mandalorian's in this?
Oh, anyone that looks like Boba Fett, right?
Oh, okay.
Bounty hunter.
All right. I don't think this one has anything in it.
And we're all the Weequay cards.
Yeah. What's up with the Weequay?
Yeah, let's get some more Weequay in the house.
B-Dub, you want all the 15% off coupons? You got it.
Like, you just need a time machine and you're.
Yeah, you buy like they'll pay you money. What's 24 times 15? Ooh, Wave of Death. This one looks like it's worth something. No? And these are all like in mint condition. Although my thumbprint is on them now. I think I've seen this one before. Oh, here we go. Padme. Look at this one's kind of cool. Defense of Luraman. Destroy the outpost. Binks. What about this? Jar Jar Binks.
Oh God.
I know the actor Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yeah, you directed Jar Jar Binks once, right? The
In a short film, yeah.
short film, yeah.
No signed or sketch cards yet. Yeah, that's right. I know, me too. I'm falling asleep. Actually, I was going to go get some pizza at this pizza truck. You know, there's taco trucks out here in LA, and I found on Instagram there's a dude that bakes pizza out of the back of his truck. Supposedly it's really good too. So, Jedi Freefall. This is kind of like a no, that's a Stormtrooper. Here we go, Yoda. I think this is
Hey.
look at this Yoda. Battle Droid, Pawn of Malevolence.
Darth Maul already.
3 hours. Clone Trooper. Sorry, Voldendor. Clone Trooper. Unexpected Discovery. Is that a young Anakin, young Admiral Adama? Admiral, what is that? Admiral
Akbar.
Akbar. Retreat.
Trap.
It's a trap. Clone War Season 1. What about this? Clone War Season 1. Huh? This one looks like Let's Do This would be into it.
Did you guys know originally Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be a Sith Lord?
Oh.
But then
Really?
they turned him into a family
Buffoon.
Yeah. But it would have been pretty cool if he was a Sith Lord.
Man, no sketch cards so far. Disappoint. Oh, no. Here's Ahsoka's big mistake.
Oh, that's a double, baby.
Season 2 preview. Pearl of the Pirates. Asaja's breakout. Rescue on Malevolence. Okay, last pack.
Last pack. I thought that goes to
Last pack. Oh, I'm not opening this?
You're just going to crack them up. This
Open
could be
it.
the one with the sketch card.
Yeah.
This is the last pack.
Fuck it. Open it. No mercy.
Alright.
Volador says, do it!
What if there's 10 sketch cards in here? Alright. Drum roll,
there's
please.
No wheel, right? You're not gonna do any wheel spinning tonight, right?
No, I don't think so. The Informer.
Slowly, Bernard.
Summit on Ragosa. Season 2 preview. Let's do this. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, the Marnara Unduli.
Do not seem to be any sketch cards in here.
No sketch cards. Betrayal is imminent. I might have a couple of sketch cards that I drew somewhere.
Can we send a letter of complaint to the company?
That's the entire box.
Tops.
Okay. Is this no, that's a clone trooper. All right. Well, that's it.
Wah, wah.
Wow, no sketch cards at all.
Which one is the most valuable card in this box? Does Let's Do This or Voldendor? No.
How would you know? I mean,
Well, they
I
saw
guess
him.
you'd have to do. We have to do research, right? Because it wouldn't just be something you would see. It's based on the market, right?
Maybe. I mean, if there's a Mariano Rivera rookie card in there,
The Ahsoka Cell card is the most valuable. So let's do this.
the Ahsoka Cell one. Okay, let me see. I got 2 of those. Why don't we just give those 2 away tonight?
I say just throw all the wrappers and the cards, loose cards. Well,
Okay,
the
so
wrappers go to Jim Cheung for sure.
this one, this Ahsoka with the ship.
There's one that's see-through.
This is 4 of 5. This is
4 or 5. So do they have like the
here. It's
number
Ahsoka.
rating on there? Like the print run on there? On each
Yeah,
one?
yeah. This is 6 of 10. This Ahsoka. I think I have 2 of those.
What number counts as valuable? Is it the if it's a 6 or 10? Is the 10 mean it's valuable?
No, there's just 10 of them. I don't know if that
So,
really
yeah, so
determines the value.
6 of 10 mean there's 10 printed overall, right? So the lower the second number, valuable it is.
I don't know. Hey, Sean, does your kid want any of these?
Well, I'm sure they do, but I don't know if they know what the value of it is. So,
Well, we don't know the value of it. What about this
but you know,
Yoda
like the
or
thing is,
Padme?
when you give them your like the tape on your finger, they get excited.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
when
I
they were
mean,
like babies. I mean,
well,
they're a little bit older now. Oh, that's the only Asuka. Okay. All right. Okay, let's give the... Should we give these two away or should we give the other ones away to get them to come back next time? Do you know what I'm saying?
You think doing this again would make people come back? I think if you don't do this again, they'll come back.
What was somebody I was reading? They got a royalty check from a movie that they worked on, but it was a negative royalty check.
yeah.
Or a
How does
royalty
that work?
statement
There's
for a movie.
there's that bar in LA called where you can give them your checks under $1 and get a free drink.
Oh, yeah?
Residuals. The bar is called Residuals.
No, but there was a tweet, like some actor got a royalty statement or earning statement, and the movie came out, I think like a while ago, like 10 years ago. Yeah, I don't remember the exact movie right now. But the royalty statement was that the movie lost another $6 million net. So, meaning that he didn't get any royalties. So he was like, please, whatever you're doing, the movie came out 6 or 10 years ago. Just stop whatever you're doing because it's losing money every time the royalty comes out. You know, like how can a movie continue to lose money? Just stop. Stop doing whatever you're doing and it'll stop losing money. I thought that was kind of funny. All right.
So it was Men in Black #1, according to Yojimbo.
Well, that's real?
Men in Black #1, yes, yes. Was
The
that it?
number one-
Was that Yojimbo? That was in Discord. Yeah,
Number
okay.
one actually
That was in Discord.
was the best one, right?
And they said there was a MAGAR or something like that, which is modified adjusted gross receipts. So depending on, you know, if you get points or not. Yeah, actually it was in the Discord. Yeah. Men in Black. And it was down $6 million last time he got. You know, so to get 5% of net profits, you would have to go incrementally back in time because it's continuing to lose money going forward. So you have to go back in time. But he's like, whatever it is you're doing with it, they should just really stop. I just thought that was hilarious. All right. Okay. We're going to give away all these wrappers first. All right.
God, they'll make people stay up for that.
Yeah, how many of these spins are you going to do? I think I
We're
might
going to
take
do
off.
2 spins. That's it.
Okay, okay.
2 spins. I'm going to give Streamlabs here. Let me open the Streamlabs. Because these are the 2 most valuable ones. Right? I'm assuming. Who wanted the 15% off coupons? All right, no drawing tonight. That sucks. But we're also
What
on
are you guys
YouTube, so
doing for hours?
Reviewing Bernard's old work.
yeah.
That was, you know, time well spent. It was very educational.
Well, we're talking about panel to panel. We're talking about stuff, you know, storytelling, things that you do not do. Okay, who's new here tonight? That wants a, who just followed tonight? Who wants a slice? Who's watching on YouTube right now? Wants a slice? Type something in the chat. Regular chat.
¿Quieres un pedazo?
3 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, that's kind of average.
Oh, look what James Quo said.
What did James
One
Quo
of the
say?
best streams because we're looking at your old stuff and, you
Listen, James Quo, you're not gonna win any extra cards by saying stuff.
Brown nose. Right when you're setting up the wheels, like this is the best game ever.
Ah, James just got an extra slice.
He was always my favorite.
All right, who JS Lee Art, you still there? JS Lee Art, just type something in the chat. Type Star Wars in the chat, and then I'll give you a slice. Same thing in the YouTube. Just type Star Wars. D Rogers. Let's do this is on YouTube too. We got double watchers. All right, nobody new wants a slice. They don't want any. That was a few streams ago. Somebody didn't want to win the sketch, so they were here, but they just they didn't answer. I know you guys. All right. Okay. Well, let's see who subscribed today, and then I'll give those guys a double slice.
Did you see on my Instagram stories? Someone sent me some pictures, some McFarlane toys.
I did.
I mean, I don't really know anything about toys, but they started sending me this stuff. It's like, this is a big deal. I'm like, really? So I looked at it. And then, like, yeah, okay, so some guy's holding up pictures that they're going to make toys from. Like, so, like, yeah, I'm glad they're making toys. Who's that guy? And they're like, that's Todd McFarlane. Like, really? Like, holy cow.
You don't know how Tommy McFarlane looks?
I mean, not really. I mean, he kind of looks like an average guy, but...
You or the guy didn't know?
No, I didn't know, because he said, like, check this out. He's holding up your drawings, and they're going to make toys from it. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, he's holding up the Batman Beyond drawings?
Yeah, he's holding up, like, they're making Batman Beyond, Batwoman Beyond, and then also Blight. So, since the toys aren't made yet, he's announcing it holding up pictures that they're working off of. So they're from the issue 37 of Batman Beyond.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm going to buy a whole shitload of them and sign them. Because you know how much money I get for that? Like, what they're doing?
Nothing.
0. Yeah.
I'm going back and adding. I'm just adding the people with that subbed up today, so I don't have to go through the entire. Because I think everyone remains pretty much the same, right? It's just going to be an incremental increase. Hey, Bobby K. So who did they base the Batman Beyond after? Was that also yours?
I'm not sure. They're making 4 figures, and all I know is like Batwoman Beyond, and then also Blight, and then there was like one called like one of those sound guys, Sonic or something like that.
Sonic, right?
And then yeah, and then I think there's a Batman Beyond figure, but he didn't really show that. And then if you get them all, then you get parts that make this crazy Joker thing, like a future Joker or something like that.
Oh. All
But
right.
yeah, I think Let's Do This says that it comes with a lot of times comes with card art with the toy, so it might be some of drew for that book. So that's what I'll be signing.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll do an
an
unboxing. Well, I mean, I'll have to find ways to do it. I'll buy a bunch of them and then, sign some of those cards.
What you should do is you should make your own to compete. So you should have done it this way, Todd. I mean, you could.
Say you send the kids out to steal them from the local toy stores.
Well, you got Uncle Jerry to
ask
teach them
Uncle
how to.
Jerry.
Uncle Jerry how
Teach them
to.
how.
The 5-finger discount. Although you never stole stuff like that. Like that's a big, it's like a shoebox, right? You can't steal
I
that.
stole so many toys.
Yeah, but there's no
Even
toy
something as big
stores
as a
left. Which toy stores would you be going to?
KB Toy Store.
No, but there's no toy stores left.
Oh, there aren't?
You gotta go to like Walmart or Target.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay, I think we're set. No practice spin. Which one are we giving away first? Which one is the least valuable of these two? Let's do this.
it shows you how many of them are made, right? The one lower second number.
Okay, this one is 6 out of 10,
So there's 10 of those made.
and then this one is 4 out of 5.
So the one that's 5 is the most valuable.
Okay, so I'll give away this one first. This one
Which
here.
one?
This one is 6
Bottom
out
one
of
or top
10.
one?
6 out of 10, bottom one. You can't really see it, right? It's a little transparent.
Why don't you spit on it or sneeze on it? Or what happens if
Bend the
you
corner.
remark it? If Bernard remarks it, does it do anything?
I
Yeah,
think it
draw a mustache on
goes
it.
down in
Okay.
value.
It goes,
Draw a mustache and a black eye on it.
get it signed by your friend Rosario.
Yeah.
That'll be crazy. Like, good.
Okay, good luck, everybody. Spin wheel, gotta be here to win.
Okay, so that number doesn't reflect the rarity, I guess.
Shoe thief has a red. That might be too woke. That might be too woke. That is too woke. Because the green is Kevin P. Too woke to toke. You still here? Too woke, Mr. Clip? Mr. Clip Man?
You should give one to Let's Do This because he'll make a whole story out of it and put it on Instagram and push it all over the place.
Let me write too woke on here. On the card. So I don't forget. Huh? Yeah, so we're giving the other one to Let's Do This?
If you want a whole photo edit, links to your stream.
Okay, this is the lenticular one. Lenticular
Hey, it's Aurora.
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 All right, Aurora's available to win this too. I think you still have your slice up. Yes. Okay. All right. Too woke got that. Too woke to toke got that last one. Let's do a spin wheel for this one here. Good luck, everybody. Gotta be here to win. Oh, before I spin, I want to thank everybody.
Did you think everyone's gonna leave?
Think I'm like,
No one
ah,
does that, come
damn. Sean, Jerry, thank you so much for co-hosting tonight. Jerry, thanks for jumping on, even though you were in a food coma.
And you have to wake up early tomorrow.
And you got to get up tomorrow. So,
Michael Velasquez.
well, yeah, Mike's here. He's been here.
Critiquing your giveaways.
Oh yeah. Yojimbo, thank you so much, moderator, Mr. Moderator. Is Steve here? Oh, there he is. I saw you earlier, Steve. Hubba hubba. And thanks everybody for watching, supporting the stream. Let's try
Sorry
to do.
about the drawing.
Let's try to do a drawing one this. Let's try to do another one this week since I didn't.
Thursday?
Yeah, maybe Thursday. Yeah. I got an HOA meeting, but I might be able to get out of that.
You always say you want to do another one, but
Yeah, I know.
it's
We
a
haven't done a
commitment,
second
so-
one yet, but I'll try. I'll also see how I'm feeling. But next week's going to be really busy, so if I want to do 2 streams, I should do it this week.
Yeah, Michael Velasquez. I only come for you too, buddy.
This is going on YouTube also. So, well, good thing it's kind of the wheels covering it up. But you guys got anything you wanna say?
Hey, we have a new president. Congratulations, everybody.
That's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, yeah.
Well, technically, that's right now. Well, at least in New York, it is right now.
He hasn't. No, he still has to be sworn in. So
Well, hope it goes safely.
still has to be sworn in.
It's all watch tomorrow.
But yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I got a Shazam book coming out tomorrow, but I was gonna show the cover. I just did the
Shazam?
cover. I just did the cover. Future State. I just did the cover. I was gonna. I'll show it on the next stream.
So you're one of the DC artists that weren't forgotten. You know, a lot of the their book ended, like myself,
Mm-hmm.
and they were never called again. It's a
Well, you gotta. Uh-oh, here are the birds. We might have we might. Oh, here are the birds. We might get a sticker for everyone. Okay. Actually,
Alright,
I'm gonna be giving these away to. Uh-oh, that's one bird. Let me get this. Let me spin the wheel. Get out of here before the other one lands on my shoulder. Oh my god! Oh, he flew away. Woo! There's like 50 people, 60 people. I'm like, I only got so many stickers. Okay. Jim Cheung.
Oh, no
Jim
way.
Cheung.
What?
Really?
The Asian Ryan Seacrest just won?
That might be Jim.
He's always winning. He won not too long ago.
That's Jim Cheung. Jim Cheung, he doesn't want it. Jim, you don't want it? Do you want it?
No, he's gonna come in here. He
You don't
always wants
deserve
one. He's gonna pop in you. Claim.
Is Jim here? Going once.
Come on.
Steve.
Professional courtesy.
No mercy.
Steve is the judge for no mercy. Once Steve says no mercy, then it's no. Then I spin. No mercy. Okay, sorry, Jim. Sorry, Jim. All right, spin again.
I think if it lands on Jim's name, he should do a sketch for somebody.
Oh, Jim. Too late. Okay, D. Rogers. Who's next to D. Rogers? You guys should know who you're next to by now, I think.
Yeah, Jim said he wants the headshot of you, Bernard.
Oh, yeah, I got to give away the headshot first. Also.
Oh my god.
The rappers, empty rappers. Go
Empty
Jim.
rappers. I'm having a difficult time. It's a red slice. That might be a low fat again. That might be low fat. Yeah,
You gotta
that's
get
low fat.
back in.
Low fat. Come on, low fat would have won this. How much is this? $100 card? This a $100 trading card? Low fat. Steve?
Someone better get him on the line. Tell him not to be afraid to come in here.
All right, I'm going to spin again. I don't think low fat is here. He's won like twice now. All right, good luck. Actually, I'm convincing Jim to... He wants to throw out a bunch of stuff from the studio. So maybe we might get some Jim Cheung used goodies.
Oh, I want that.
Ooh.
Oh, good. That would be like another 6-hour stream.
I think this is like it's on the purple slice.
Wow, that's a small slice.
This looks like a single winner.
Yeah,
Could be a
that
new
person's
person.
Not here.
Yeah. It's next to a white. It's a might be Cool Hand Luke. That's Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke, are you still here? Cool Hand Luke. Hey, Vi Air wasn't here today. What's up with Vi Air? Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke going once.
Hey, what does the Prime Gaming Crown mean next to some people's names? Jim has it.
I think that's if they're
Mr.
a
Josh
follower.
has it.
No mercy.
Aurora has it.
I don't know what it means. I know the poop. The color of the poop means how long you've been subscribing. So like a red poop is 3 months. Or no, red poop is like 5 months.
That's pretty cool.
I changed the color. Like the green poop is 1 to 2 months. Okay, no Cool Hand Luke. Oh, there he is. Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
All right.
All right, who was the first one that won? I forgot already. Cool Hand Luke gets this lenticular card. Oh, you can't see it. All right.
Are we sure we know what the value of that is? I mean,
Yeah, what is the
it-
value of this? Come on, it's like $100.
is it like $10 or $1,000?
If it's $1,000, I'm selling it myself.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you 10%. It's not that high. Let's do this. Says 473. That's it. Damn. I mean, it better not be more expensive than mail than the card's worth. 250 Vodendor. What about the other one? How much was the other one? 250. Come on, you guys say like it's like $250. Those guys won't know. All right, let's try to stream again later this week. Maybe do a drawing.
Jim Cheung will come on.
Maybe. It's a Honus Wagner of Star Wars cards. All right, guys. Good night.
thanks for hanging in there the whole way. So, drawing next time.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, oh yeah, happy holidays.